Hello? Yeah. Hey everybody, what's up? It's weird. My microphone was plugged in, but it was not working on the other USB side. So like, how are you everybody? First of all, hey Wolf. Hey Waterleaf. It's time to be productive, so I'm just going to jump into it. Hey Alina, what's up? How are you guys? So as you can see, hi Toy of Movie. Hello everybody. How are you guys? Let me put the music. Yeah, everything is working correctly now. So I'm going to just jump straight into Godot because I really want to have a very productive stream today. It's buffering a lot. It is buffering a lot. Not on my side, at least, from what I can see. Seems to be good on my side. Stream quality is good. Hey, Duditi. Hey, Justin. How goes it? Hey, how are you today? Hey, Jenna. What's up? I'm doing great. Just very busy, very busy. Hey Sam, what's up? Very busy at work. I got this like extra, not expected meeting with my boss, like who just called me out of the blue. So it was a little bit stressful, but I made it. You know, you just go and you do it. Will there be more glitches to hunt? I don't think so. I don't think there will be more glitches because I actually changed the FPS thingy. Let me just have a look at what I have planned for today because I'd like to do 2 hours. So a shorter stream, but really productive. Did you have food at least today? Hey Wolf, yes, I actually had food. I actually had food and I have even cooked. So I have food for later. Someone is saying, oh wait, what are you guys saying? Is everything fine? Yes, it is fine. Try to pronounce my name. Thritiman Goswami. I'm sorry for that. I kind of butchered your name. So what do I have for today? Game dev exploration, but I'm just having a look at my journal, like what I have to do today. Very focused. Today it's coding, everybody, coding. Hi Imperial. Feel free to work on your own project. I'm doing great, really. You guys, I showed you last time how we are basically mapping. Oh, I'm downloading Unity if you're happy. You are? Okay, go ahead. Bum, bum. I just baked a pie. Watch you live in YouTube? I am live on YouTube too. How come can you paint, can I paint pixel art? Not today, not today. Today I'm going to do more coding. I need to do more the coding part. So let me just, so the other day, if you guys were here, you may remember that basically what we're trying to do is that we want to, I think again, if I play the game here. Oh, coding, yes. Yeah. You didn't sound happy about that, Rick. I didn't. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I stopped apologizing. I tried to contact you on Discord. It was really hard. What time we can speak on text, please? Okay. What would you like to have help with? Because I'm trying to have it online in 1 month. You haven't? Coding life? Let me just the 4 areas lived in harmony. Everything changed when the exploration base attacked. Yeah. So basically, if you guys remember, so Imperial, you've tried to contact me. A lot of people have tried to contact me. It really depends on mostly the time. So as I showed you guys last time, Rick was at work, so he might not respond. Yes, I meant, and actually, especially today, as I said, my boss just contacted me and he's like, okay, we need to have a conversation now. And so yes, the time. Well, how'd say? What is it that you'd like to ask me for? Because we have the same time zone, I believe. Okay, but what would you like to have help with? Because you are not the only one contacting me. That's what I'm trying to say. Other people also contact me semi daily. So The stream is off sync. Wow, why is it off sync? Not sure why is it off sync. I don't know what to say. No problem, Melina. I'm thinking about use Python in Godot though. I don't know how to do that well. Dropped frames. There were a couple of drop frames, but hey, hey, Kenneth, what's up? So, it's great that you've done a lot of pixel art, really. Rick, remember me? I do remember you, Game Boy. I do. Of course I do. Of course I do. So as you guys remember, I think, or not, basically in here, what I did is that like now as you get closer to here, you have this like UI pop-up and you'll be able to put an item in it. But the thing is that in the game, there are gonna be a lot of, it's really buffering for me. I might skip this one. Okay, sorry, I don't know how to help Sig. It looks all right on my side. Maybe try reloading it. Maybe that could help, like reloading the page. So we'll be quiet for a while. Sure, Alina. When I hear shower thoughts, sure, go ahead. So, and on my side, I'm going to start coding because that's what I really need to do. Yeah, no, it's fun for me, so maybe intern or something. Yeah, I mean, I don't see exactly what the problem could be. So basically the thing is, I need to, as you can see in here, I need to make it so that like you get closer to the item, and you need to interact with it. And the thing is that we have a lot of instances like that. So what I want to do is to actually have one single scene that I can reuse multiple times throughout the code. Adit is saying, when can we expect a full release? Oh wait, no, Sanat is saying, when can we expect a full release? A full release will not be any time before like 2021 for sure. Not in 2020 for sure. Like, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Basically, instead of like having for every single instance, like having to always recode the same thing, I'd like to have a more like a general scene and inherit from that scene. So that's what I'd like to do today. Let's just jump into it, really. I think it will be free. I think so. I mean, it's my very first game, so it's not like I'm still like, you know, learning how to make games. So we will see how this goes. So what I'm going to be doing is I need to, once you get to a certain object, you need to have something pop up like press E or something. And once you do that, once you press E, for example, you will have something appear. And this something that appears, that's what we need to work on. So first of all, it has to appear like that, right? And we need to make sure that we can use that code like multiple times. So I'm gonna start with either a 2D node or So Sanat is saying, where to start in R for a complete beginner? Your insights, tutorials. You just like follow tutorials and like you just follow them. You just follow tutorials over and over. So what I want is, I think, a user interface. I'm going to start with a either a control node. Let me just think a little bit, because I want to be able to have the inventory plus the other whatever UI that is going to appear on top, right? So, and since it's going to be on top of everything, Rick, should I follow them pixel by pixel? Not necessarily. You just try to, you know, we just try to like kind of do the same, like follow it, but not necessarily pixel by pixel. What is your Twitch account? Rick Devlogs. Sorry, Rick Devlogs. So let me call this object, something like object interact or like item interaction UI, something like this, right? Like we need to have an item interaction UI which has to appear, like to pop up, right? and it has to be centered. And in here, I want to have two things. First of all, I want to have my inventory, and I already have the inventory, so I can already just like put it in here. And the other item, like the other thing that we do want is, well, first of all, let me remove, let me save the item interaction UI in the scenes in here as a scene, okay. And if I go in my inventory, let me actually, yeah, let me remove that for a second. It's too buffery. Which age you started coding? Just interested. I started coding in school, really. Like I had some like mandatory classes. So I think I started when I was possibly 24, I think. Either 24 or 25. Like I had never coded before. So like, and that's all kind of late. So, hey, stay on, what's up? Hey, Sakib. So how are you, everybody? I'd say 24, 25 sounds about right. When I first started doing any sort of code, like learning about if else, like stuff like that. I had never coded before, so, and I know that like you people started like way earlier than me. Hey Wolf, what's up? Hey Genji's here, what's up? Yeah, that's late. Well, it's not necessarily late. It depends on like what you start, like what you do really. Like I don't have a, so, hey Kid Ninja, what's up? So we have this inventory that we already have, and on the other side, we want to have another control node. Let me add another control node in here. And I'm going to use I'm going to call this item. Like item interaction or something. Let me call it item interaction. Hey David, what's up? By the way, guys, you can feel free to work on your own game with me. This is sort of like the idea with the stream today, and like with these quick streams. So like feel free to really work on your own game if you'd like. Well, you guys know a little bit the background I have. Like I have a very different background. Like back when I was like, I don't know, like I was studying mostly languages, literature. That's the background that I have. I studied piano. By the way, the title is wrong. What title? What do you mean the title is wrong, Kenneth? Did the title not update? Maybe the title did not update. I just like straight, like I still have my PC from work next to here. The YouTube title. Okay, wait, let me just see this real quick. It says drawing Dragon Quest. Ah, damn it. Okay, thank you for letting me know, everybody. It should have updated, and it didn't update. I think it did not update because I did change it on Twitch for sure, but it did not update. Hey Rick, when did you start to learn game development? Hey everybody, I started. Why did this not update? Let me just change this. Update titles. About a year ago. Yeah, exactly. About a year ago, I'd say. Oh, yeah, you're right. Look at this. This is correct. Game dev with me, making work, and the other one is not correct. Like, why? For real. Why did you not update? Okay, thank you guys. It did not update. It should have updated now. What are you gonna do today? I'm doing coding. I need to code today. Wait a second. I have a call. Wait, 1 second. Allô? Oui? Ah, salut Nicolas. Ouais, oui. Ça va. C'est par rapport au script, c'est ça? Comment? Oui, aujourd'hui, oui. Est-ce que... Oui, c'est ça en fait. Est-ce que demain matin, en fait, tu pourrais ou pas? T'as le temps ou pas demain matin? Ok. Ok. Oui, ouais, bah demain après-midi par exemple. De passer. Ouais. Ouais, 15h à 16h, ça me va. C'était vraiment, en fait, c'était vraiment pour comprendre comment le script marchait. Parce qu'en fait, moi, je peux sortir les données de HFSS si tu veux, mais après, il faut que je les réinjecte. En fait, il faut les reformater, les réinjecter dans l'autre, et j'arrive pas à bien comprendre exactement dans quel format il faut que je les mette. Tu vois, parce que, enfin, ouais, ouais, ok, ouais, ouais. Pour savoir, ouais, ça marche, merci. C'est ça en fait, pour savoir. Très bien. 15 heures, ouais, ça marche. Merci beaucoup. Bah, on s'appelle demain. Salut. Ciao, ciao. Salut, bonne journée à toi aussi. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. You know what? I'm not sorry. It's a work from call, like it's a call from work. You know, I have a job, so people call me like for work stuff. So I'm not sorry. Like it's literally like my job that I'm being paid for. So, um, I'm back. So, hey everybody. I think that you searched Bongo. I did. I think, I'm not sure. um, okay, I saw a lot of messages. I'm not French, but I live in France. And I work here. And it was one of my colleagues who called me. Um, I have a birthday. Hey, happy birthday, then. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. By the way, everybody. Because things are going, are growing and growing and growing and growing. So thank you so much for all the support. I thought it was just, wait, thought it was just ideas. It's actually programming language. Thanks for telling me. It's an actual programming languages. Yes, it's an actual programming languages. I wanted to thank you all. You also have a birthday. Well, happy birthday to everybody who has a birthday. Not today though. I see. Well, I actually have one too. And you know what, Robin? I actually have one too, and it's like once a year. It's not like every once in a while. It's like once a year. I have one too. How crazy is that? Hey, Seal Plays, what's up? Wait a second. Like, why has everybody decided to like contact me and call me and like decided that like why is today the busiest? Attends. 1 second. Yeah, let's go. So, what? Let's actually get some work done. Like everybody is like just contacting me today. What we need to have in here. Let me just start by adding adding some sort of code in here. So the idea is that we have the inventory on one side, and on the other side we have to have we need to have something appear with the like slot for the item that you want to make in, like put in there, and I need to make sure that I have a sprite so that I can change the graphics. I don't know if you did it intentionally, but the YouTube tutorial is doing okay. I did not do it intentionally. Let me just go on YouTube. Because apparently it did not update. Like I updated it in Restream, but it did not update. So let me just like re-update it, because like this is not gonna happen. Like let's actually re-update it in here. It doesn't update. Like it just doesn't update. It's in here. Let me just stream settings. Let me just I do not understand why it just does not update. Let me just update this. Greek is in contact mode, not physically. It's today is, I swear, like today. Okay, let me, no, it's not made for kids. It's not made for kids, everybody, so. Wanna become famous? No, I already am famous, so sorry. I don't want to become famous. Why are you using Godot and not Unity? Okay, Ninja. Why am I using Godot and not Unity? Multiple reasons. Godot is overall pretty light, and I knew Python, and mainly those. Like when I first started, I just couldn't, my PC just couldn't like handle like Unity. Like I couldn't handle Unreal at least. And so I just went for something very light. Rick be flexing how rich and famous he is. No, you know I'm not like that, Kenneth. You know I'm not like that. I'm not rich, neither famous, but I am busy. Oh my, just let me tell you that. My goodness. Okay. Let's go in script and let's just like save this in here. Okay. What will happen if you click on 3D? Is it going to show your game in 3D or nothing? No, it's a 3D environment, but it will not show my game in 3D because I've not added anything 3D. I love the way you just went, I'm already famous. That caught me so hard. Well, but I wanted to be famous. You wanted to be famous? I'm a kid, but I know coding. By the way, I bought your book, Rick. You did? Great. I'm a kid, but I know coding. Well, when I was a kid, because see, like, that's the thing. People ask me like, how come you have never played this game? Or how come you've never done this or that? I have a music background. I used to study piano and music composition for a long time. Like I was going to the conservatory and like for like 7+ years. So that's like what I was doing that's why like I didn't really start coding as a kid. Because like there was like one thing that I could do and it was music. That's what I wanted. That's what I did before. So, well, our game has 128 downloads, so I'd say you are famous. Yeah, you are. So in here, I need a sprite piano. Nice. Yeah, I spent billion of hours like just playing the piano. You guys. Let me add in here multiple things. We need to have a background. So that's gonna be a sprite, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be a sprite. So I'm gonna have a sprite and a panel. But you know what? I've told you guys multiple times. You know what? Like it does not matter when you start. I swear it does not matter when you start. I started university way later than anybody. Like I started university later. Like I did not start at like 17 or 18. I started at like 23. Okay? And it's like, it's late, like for most people. Okay? But then I did other things in my life, you know? Like it really depends on like your life experiences. Like I traveled. I worked in a restaurant. I like did things that may not have like, maybe they're not related to school, but they're just as important. Like the year that I spent not being in university at all, just working at a restaurant, it was very, like it taught me so much. Like, so there are other things. Let me go in here. Nice, now I gotta find the glitch. Wait, he made a book? No, I didn't make a book. I'm so embarrassed. When I was animating in Clother, was only adults and kids. Oops. No. Been doing since 7th grade because the summer bar after that I dig deep. That's great that you guys are starting early. It's very nice that you're starting early. So we did two things in here. Let's start by putting some onReady variables. onReady variables for the inventory. So seriously, like I think it's very important to, you know, like age is important, but like it's also important to, wait a second, already, yeah, okay. it's also important, item, I guess, item interaction. I think it's also very important, like, to, I'd say, you know, things change in life. Like, things change in life all the time. And sometimes, you know, like, I got to a point where even though I enjoyed learning, I got to a point where I was like, I don't want to be in school. I'm just not gonna be in school. And like, I did other things, and life did not stop or anything, you know. Like, and I learned other things. Like, I don't know. I think it's important to just kind of follow like what you feel like you need to do, and like, who do you respect more? What is that question, Ninja Gaming Logs? I'm not gonna answer to that question. What? David is saying, what? I'm 15 right now, I'm working on a gaming dodo. It's awesome. It's great. It's great that you are all working. There is no too early or late. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so what do we want is that basically tutorials and documentations. Okay. What I need is a code that basically takes it has to, okay, let me create a ready function. Let me create a ready function. And what I want to do is that I want to create a function in the ready function called initialize item. I think I'm gonna call it. Calling things is just so hard. Calling things is just initialize item interaction, I guess. Like, the idea is that we need to initialize. How do they call this? Initialize item interaction. And let me create this initialize item interaction function. Initialize item interaction function. And what we want to do is that we want to change the sprite texture, because this sprite texture, for example, in here, the sprite texture, here we have an example. We have an example right in here. If I take in my base the computer station, we can see that we have this this UI in here. We had a texture. This texture, which is right in here, is the one that we want to charge like in there, like, right? So in our item interaction, initialize item interaction function, we want to initialize the sprite, the texture of the sprite, right? So what we want to do is change the texture, and I think it's the best way to change the texture is to load it as a wait, because I always in this context to keep it out of the conversation. Can you guys hear what I'm? Can you guys hear, by the way, the music, or? So let me see in here the set item in the item slot set item. Let me see the for the texture. You singing? Yes. I always like sing a little bit, not singing, but so initialize item interaction, we want to change the sprite dot texture, like the texture of the sprite. So I need to actually have as an onReady variable this sprite right here. So let me use that. Let me like, and how can I use it? Let me call it naming is like, Rick, do you use Git? I do use Git. Let me call this sprite hey Mech Leader, what's up? Hey Pixel Architect, what's up? How are you, Alex? How are you? How is university going? Wait a second. Let me call this like because that's gonna be the sprite. Let me just call it sprite for now. No, let's not call it sprite. It's the overlay sprite. Let me call it like that. The namings. He speaks all languages. I don't speak all languages. I do speak a couple of languages, but I don't speak all languages. There you go. And what we want to do is that we want to change the sprite.texture. But to change the texture, there is actually like the best way is to like actually load things. Let me see, because it's in the crafting. Because I remember having a hard time with this, like encountering some, like let me see exactly in the crafting station, in my coding from the crafting station, like how I actually change the, oh, there you go, like that. See, dot texture equal load, blah, blah, blah. So that's exactly what I want to do. Okay, so if I go back in here, sprite.texture, because the sprite does have texture, I want to sprite.texture, because it does have the texture, equal load something. Time runs out, but the stuff I have to finish doesn't get least. But eventually I'll get there. I'm so motivated to get it done so you can work with me. Great. He's the one who made the Minecraft enchanting table language. Changed my head. Okay, I'm going to pretend that I know what you guys are talking about. As you guys know, I've never played Minecraft, so my Minecraft knowledge is pretty limited, as in like non-existent. Actually, load is with a small, like it's not with a capital L. Okay, so in here, sprite did not declare. Oh, because I called this actually overlay sprite. That's fine. Yeah. Too few arguments for load. Too few arguments for load? What do you mean? Oh yeah, I need at least one, of course. Of course. So load, and we need to have I'm gonna call this texture, okay? So you should play Minecraft, very creative game. Yes. So as you can see here, I need to tell it like, okay, take this texture and load it to the sprite. Take this texture and load. We need to get you to buy the game. How much does it cost? So I'm going to actually pass it here. Well, let's think a little bit in advance. So what we need, because what we need, right? We need to understand, like, first what we need. I need to have a texture for the sprite. And this panel, I need to adjust it according to, like, I need to load also some sort of texture for the panel. What's the chance he'll understand this? Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? Oh my goodness, what is that? That's too hard for me. I can't understand that. So I need a, I'm gonna call this, okay, I need I need an overlay texture. And I also need to charge. How is quantum going? It's going great. Great. In all honesty, it's going great. Very happy with the progress. So we also need to initialize. Well, first of all, let me add to this panel. Let me add to this panel the item slot. This one. Load. Okay, so this is an item slot, which is exactly what we needed. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Crafting station, because we'll be able to actually put items on top of it, right? And we need to pass some. Minecraft costs $27. It does. $27. That's everybody. That's a little bit expensive. That is a little bit expensive. That is a little bit expensive. Let me see how I initialize in my crafting station. How do I even just have a look at my crafting station, how I initialize the panels, because I need to do something similar. In here, the initialize function, I've created this initialize station, right? And I need to do something similar. I need to initialize the panel, and I need to initialize the overlay. So I like these names, actually. Let's keep this name. Let me call this overlay, and let me call this item slot, so that it's more clear what they are. So this is the overlay sprite, and this is the item slot. So we also need to initialize the item slot. Already variable, item slot. When will the dynamic arrive? I'm very excited for the quality increase, to be honest. It will never arrive, I think, at this point. I ordered it 1 month ago, 1 full month ago, and it has not. Matteo Macri, ciao Matteo, come stai? I've ordered it 1 full month ago, and it's just not. Seems the tweet chatted stat. No. So let me actually get this item slot. Item slot here. So we need to initialize. In the initialize interaction, we need to initialize the overlay sprite as well as the item slot. So the item slot also has to load some sort of texture, right? We need that. So, which is similar to what we do with the crafting station. Parli sia inglese che italiano. Sono italiano io, Matteo, quindi più che altro sono italiano e parlo inglese. Non è che l'inglese sia la mia lingua madre, quindi. Matteo seems to be surprised that I do speak English. But I speak both. So we need to load in a similar fashion. I need to load, as you can see here, dot texture, blah blah blah. We need to do this, and I also need to modulate. So I actually need to do something similar. I need to initialize it. Okay, scusa. No, no problem, man. No problem. So I need to initialize it, and I also need to what is this gray material? And I also need to modulate it. I got timeout for respecting more. Let's not talk about it. I do not want my stream to be demonetized or anything, or not demonetized. What's the name? Cancelled or whatever. I don't want to use certain words because there is an algorithm which is listening to what I say. I can't just tell random words. I can't tell. I can't swear. I can't. There are things that I just can't tell. Well, then see y'all. Have to work on. Good luck, Alex. So, actually, you know what? Let me keep it very clean without spam. By the way, everybody, I did not tell you, but I actually finally I've listened to the people. I actually set up a Patreon account. I'm scared to spam, but I overcame my fear. You have? Initialize slot, item slot. In initialize item slot, we need to have a texture. It's actually the character limit. We need to do 3 things. We need to everyone join now or no more streams. What? No, that's you know it's not like that. You know it's not like that. It's going to be mostly like to support like the videos and the streams. Like I'd like to get, finally I should be getting the microphone. You guys know I don't have any sort of gear at all. Like I don't have a, what do people even have? Like I don't have a, I'd like to have a green screen at some point. I'd like to have maybe a second monitor. I'd like to have a cam link or cam whatever, like a capture card, like so that I can stream my like my Switch games. Like there are just so many things. My tablet also broke down. I don't know if I told you guys, but my tablet, the one I use for pixel art, it broke. Like it's not working anymore. Like I don't know what happened with that, but I like that also like on top. So let's just move on here. I need these 3 things seriously. Really, like I'm just going to copy and paste and like adjust it in the other code. No, not the bamboo. It didn't know. It does. It stopped working, Genji. It stopped working. It's not working anymore. It literally just stopped working, and so like I can't. And also with things like being like so slowed down, like because I can't order anything. It's like, you know, it's okay. Like, but I need to get. I'd like to get a new one. Also, that was secondhand anyway. Like the one that I used was actually secondhand. So this material in here, gray material. So for those of you who are like, what's happening? This item slot material, gray material, basically makes it so that the item, when the item is like, you have a slot in which you can put the item, and like it goes gray when the item is not there. By the way, Ricky's scamming me. I've given him a script and still waiting for my payment. What? What are you even saying? That's not true. What are you even saying, Sam? So, this gray material, how come is it not? I think it should. How did I, in the crafting station, I have defined it here as like already variable gray material preload, but why do I not just have it as like a global variable, like somewhere in global? I think it's gonna be better there. In here, in the colors, like it should definitely be in here. Actually, let me add a new one, which is like shaders in global, and let me put that there. Like it should be there. No, he's denying it. I've got screenshots. Okay, go ahead. Start a whole like Twitter thingy if you'd like. Should I define it as a constant, as a variable? I'm gonna go for the constant. Constant gray material preload that. Okay, so if I do this, I can actually access to this shader like from anywhere in the code, which is what I want, because here in my item interaction UI that I'm like working on, I know what you do. This gray material, I can actually call it from like globals dot gray material, and it should work. Globals dot gray material, yeah. And let me change this item slot, the texture. We need to actually have we actually need to start building something like this, similar with a dictionary. That's the proper way to do it. What's the problem here? Initialize item interaction. Is it not the same name? Okay, let me just like calm down. Wait a second. What is the problem with this? Identify a recipe index not declared. Of course it's not declared. Just give me 1 second, Godot, and I will declare it for you. So yeah, I'm keeping it like, because I know that, you know, wait a second, what happened? Wait, Rick has $2 billion, then Sue. Yeah, exactly. I have $2 billion. I do. I'm like this rich. Can't you see? Like, can't you see my mansion? Like, can't you see the swimming pool like behind me? Hey Imran, what's up? I don't know Godot. I have no idea what you're saying. That's alright. That's okay. I'm like just talking about what I'm doing. Same, I'm a Unity kid. That's okay, Yuan. By the way, Rick, does your game's character have a name? Of course it does. It's called Okoro. Okoro. That's his name. Okoro. Rich. Well, can't you see Big Solar? I mean, you guys can see my full. Can you see my like $1 billion setup with like the cameras behind me and everything? So let's define. I'm actually going to go in my globals, because what you want to do is like you want to work with global variables, and I have like an item globals script, and I'm just going to add to it. In here, I'm storing all of the information about the items in a dictionary from which I can retrieve information, and so it's a little bit complex, but it makes it so that like you can access to like this information from any point in the code. Yuan Sambo, I tried Godot once and I'm surprised. It's so lightweight. Unity can relay. Absolutely, which is like one of the main reason actually why I started with Godot. My older PC, I swear, like when I tried using Unreal, it was dying. Like the poor thing. The poor thing was just like, why? What do you want from me? Like lightweight? Yeah, I mean it's really not that it's really not heavy. So let's have in here a new dictionary just like this one. Let's just think a little bit. I need to have a dictionary, new dictionary, yes. I need to have a new dictionary in which I store all of the information about these UI interaction thingies. I also make a develop on my other channel. Cool. Happy enough? Great. Joseph. So, I need a dictionary which I need to store the information about the UI like popping, right? So how can I call this? I'm gonna call this item interaction dictionary. Really, like I'm going to call it this item interaction dictionary. Okay, and what I want to do is that I want to have I'm going to have first an index. Let me just like start by commenting. Okay, in here. First of all, what is this dictionary about? Let's just start by adding what it is about, right? Like some comments that describe what the code is about. This dictionary is used to store the graphics, so the textures. Hey, Storian Kinds, what's up? I also tried the Unreal Engine. I'm so scared that my PC will smoke in any second. You know what? My PC, like, Unreal was. I don't even know if Unreal is even worse than like Unity. But at the same time, you're not supposed to be using like, they're meant to be used like with a real, like, not a laptop, not a $400 laptop at least. Like, it's just not. Hey, Storian Kinds, what's up? Welcome back, Wolf. Yes. So this dictionary is used to store the graphics for the item interaction UI. Okay, nice and clean. And what we want to do, is that we want to have an index. So I'm just going to have an index, and then I need to tell myself, okay, what information do I need? Let me add two. Okay, because I already have at least 2 instances, right? So what do I need? I need the overlay sprite, right? So I need the overlay sprite. So overlay sprite, and I'm going to just add nothing in here. No, overlaid sprite texture. Sorry, let's be clear. Overlaid sprite texture, and in here we need to have a texture. Okay. Let me see, how did I save the textures exactly? Oh, here. See, it's like as resources, blah blah blah. That's what we want. Do you know how to implement in-app purchases in Godot? I don't know how to, but I think there is a there should be a tutorial for that on YouTube somewhere. I think I saw it. Once. And we also need to have what do we want for our let me just have a look at this. For our overlay, we're going to store the information about the texture in here, in this overlay sprite texture. And for our slot, we need the information is actually stored in a in here already. So we need to have an index. So I'm going to call this item slot index, and this is going to be a number. This is going to be an integer. So like 0, 1, etc. This is going to be an integer, like 0 or something. Also, because I need to make it clear, like it's important to me to know like what these are all about, otherwise it's gonna be very hard for me. So let me just add a name so that like it's easy for me to know what these actually are. So let me call this like name, or like item interaction, like item name. And basically, okay, let's say this one is going to be the this one. Can you give us a preview of the game? Sure, you can even play it if you'd like. It's up on my itch.io page. You go on my itch.io page, you can download it. It's not like it's got bugs and all, but you can play it. So for example, in here, we need these for the computer station, not for the computer station. We need this for the power generator, okay? So let me go in here. Item globals. So let's say item name, let's say the 0 one here. Item power generator. Okay? So power generator. We need an overlay sprite texture, which we actually do have. It's actually this one right here, I think. Let me go in here. Let me see it's exactly this one. It's exactly this one. That's exactly what we want. So we want to copy the path of this, and we want to store it in the code. So let me go in the item globals, and I'm going to store the texture right here. Right? Can you recommend a good laptop to download Unity? I would recommend a good Oracle. I love your streams. Thank you, Kid Ninja. Thank you so much. I can recommend a good Oracle. There's this good Oracle from Kids Can Code, I think. If you go on like laptops for game development, you will find this article from games from scratch. So, yeah, you go on like games from scratch has this article choosing a laptop for game development 2019. Just I would recommend this one. Just like take this and yeah, that's like the best that I can. There's just so much information in that article. Okay, so as you can see here, item name, we have the item name, we have the overlay sprite texture, we have the item slot index. The item slot index has to be the power generator. So the power generator already has actually thank you, you're welcome. Actually, already has a, it's in here. It's in here, this one, this index, 20. This is the index that we want. How long have you been streaming? Hey, Freddy, what's up? I still need to come back to your message, Freddy. I still need to come back to your message. Man, I need to reply to your message. I've been streaming for 1 hour, I think, more or less. More or less, something like this. Feel free to join. Thank you, Genji. I was not supposed to do that. That's okay. Wait, we're not supposed to do what? So this is for the power generator, okay? And we also have another instance. Because for those of you who are like, what am I even doing? Like, what is this even? We are making things easier. Hey, Panda, what's up? Thank you for the follow. Someone followed. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, really. By the way, oops. What happened to the chat? Can you give me advice? I'm good to be pro in games. Follow tutorials. That's the best advice that I can give. Just follow a lot of tutorials, and just like follow exactly what they do, and like start learning from the tutorials. Imran is saying, for some reason, the if action press you right same, it doesn't work for me. Well, what happens exactly? I would put some prints in the code, so you print like what happens, and try to understand exactly what the problem is. Because the thing is, it's very important that you take the time to understand where the problem is, because like that's how that's how you learn. Like mostly you learn from like things that don't work and you fix them. That's like the best way to learn. Code Ninja, you can inspire me to make this channel. Oh, thank you, Code Ninja. I do double in Godot. Great. Thank you so much, Code Ninja. I wish you a lot of luck. So in here, as you can see, guys, I'm going to create an export variable. This may be a little bit advanced, I think, for it's not very let's say direct. Like you can't see exactly what I'm doing, but it's I'm going to have to figure it out exactly. Just put some prints, try things out. Export variable, and I'm going to call this UI interaction. No, how did you call it? Item interaction UI index. Okay. And this is an export variable. Very important. Very important. I tried Godot, but I did not understand anything. Well, Kid Ninja. So you downloaded Godot and you just tried, if you just download Godot and try to use it, then it's like, most likely you would not understand, because like, what does this even like mean? I was in the same position. That's why I had to take the time to actually learn from following tutorials. Like, so good to see you, Eddie. Hey, Eddie, what's up? What are you doing to the game? I'm working on a way to have an item interaction UI that pops up whenever you need to interact in the world with some items. Because what you need to do is that you need to take your items from the inventory and put them in a specific slot, and this has to happen multiple times in the game. And so instead of coding it separately for every single instance, I'm going to have a code from which everything can inherit from, and it's going to be way easier like to work this way. I know it may not be very clear because you can't see it exactly, but it's important to do these type of things. Hello, Eddie. Thank you so much for joining. So let me go back to the texture in here. So in here we have this item. Let me call that item interaction UI index. Kid Ninja is saying, I followed a lot of tutorial. I see. Well, in that case, where is, like, what do you not understand exactly? Like, if you follow tutorial, they usually are things that you understand more or less. Like, well, like, okay, I got it. Other things that are like, okay, I kind of get it, but I'm also not really sure. And other things that are like, I have no idea what's happening. So it's important, like, to understand, like, what you know and what you don't know. How to reference other objects? Well, what do you mean exactly? It's important to be very specific. At your age, I could barely read, so it's fine. Exactly. So, how to reference other objects, but like within the same scene, or like from one scene to the other scene, like that's the thing. Whoops, let me charge my... I'm learning game development. Any tips? Hi Sigma Otaku, what's up? Any tips? Well, it's important to have a clear idea of what your game will look like. Very important. Very important that you know, before you actually sit down to code, that you know what you need to code. Like instantiate objects. Well, in that case, look, easy. Let's create a new 2D scene. You have in here a button which says instance a scene file as a node. So you go in here and you instance the player and it's instanced. See? That is, the button is right there. Instance a scene file as a node. I just run control and it looks good. What did you use to draw the art? I used a sprite. I can't talk. No, via code. Via code. Well, okay. By the code, you can still instance. Have you looked into the documentation? Which I know that not everybody likes it, but the documentation has all the answers. Mr. Hacker, hey Mr. Hacker, what's up? The documentation truly has all the answers. So let me go back in here. Basically now we will have a item interaction UI index, which, let me, what happens? Item interaction. Hey, I'm back. What up to? What you up to now? Hey, I'm still coding. I'm trying to have something very solid. In here we have item globals dot not recipe dictionary. We need to have not recipe dictionary. We need to have item, what was it? Item interaction dictionary, and we need to put in here the item interaction UI index. Interaction UI index, and we want to take the item slot. Well, no. Actually, this line of code is not meant to be here. It's meant to be right here. So basically, it's going to initialize with the right texture, which is exactly what we want. Look, good. I'm looking to learn a bit more coding. Great, Leo. That's awesome. As for the initialize item slot, okay. So what we need to do is item globals. Let me go in item globals. Actually, let me go in the crafting station. Also, like, take your time. I think a very important tip that I would give to people is like, take your time, because it's a learning process, and it's not like, it takes time to learn. Like, it really does take time to learn. Why do you have a C instead of function? Why do I have a C? What do you mean? Why do I have a C instead of function? Oh, it's just because I like, just that, how do you even call it? I think my best, like, because the thing is, I understand, like, 10 years ago, even no, 10 years ago, I'd say more, like 15 years ago, I was 12, okay, 15 years ago. and I was not a very patient person, you know. But I think it's sort of like how it is, like when you're 12, 13, you're just like, you really just want things easily, like I don't know, you're not as patient. But then 10 years in, I'm way more patient. So like, if something doesn't work, I just, you know, I'm like, okay, it doesn't work, I'm going to work more on this and just take my time. But I think it just comes with like, with time also. Like, I remember that before I just wanted to have everything fast. And now I'm not like that anymore, so yeah. So in here, in the initialize item slot, I need to take the item, I need to do something a little bit intricate, but it's going to work. I'm going to use a dictionary and call from one dictionary another dictionary. So like a dictionary, and inside you have another dictionary that you call. But that's all right. So what we want is to use just the texture in here. It's actually stored in the item globals dot what did I call this? Item dictionary, item globals dot item dictionary, right? And inside in here, inside this, we want globals. Actually, you know what? Wait. So item.globals dot item dictionary, and inside this item dictionary, what you want to take is the you want to take the index that I stored in the other one. You want to take the number that I stored down here. So this one number. So I want to go item interaction dictionary, go to this entry 0, and then take this and inject this number in the other one. Which I know that it's not clear, like in English, what I'm saying, but it works. Globals dot item, no, globals dot interaction, how did I call it? Oh, because it's item globals, that's why. Item globals dot item interaction dictionary. Okay, item interaction dictionary. And in here, I want to put the item interaction UI index, and I want to put it in here. And what I want to do is that I want to take item globals dot item interaction dictionary, and I want to take the index, so item interaction index dot item slot index. See? Item slot index. It's even there. It's even here. I even have it here. Awesome. Item slot index. And so this is going to be a number, and you want to inject this in the item dictionary, and you want to take the texture of it, and you want to load it and add it to the sprite. Is streaming or dev looks better? I'm not sure. What do you mean? Is streaming or dev looks better? Hey Adriano, what's up? How are you? And then I want to modulate. Let's just try this, really. Let's see if something happens. I'm going to go in here and like initialize item slot. How are you, Adriano? Invalid gets stored energy. Oh, because of the inventory. Oh, I see. Yeah, let's just let me just check the other one. I thought this was Unity. I wasn't even paying attention to what engine this was until someone said it. I see. No, this is not Unity. This is not Unity, everybody. It is just not Unity. Let's see if this works, just on its own. What do layers wear to work? A lawsuit. Oh, we've got the dad jokes. We've got the dad jokes, everybody. That's awesome. So invalid get index texture. Okay. Fine. I take it. Let's understand. Let's see. Invalid get index texture. Wait, did I actually? Let me print this first of all. Let's kind of like dissect this and understand. I meant which one gives more views, devlogs or streams? Well, I'd say that you shouldn't focus on the views. I've started with no expectations. Like I always have very low expectations in terms of views, and I try just to focus on the quality of the content. And if the content is good, people will watch it. Does that make sense? Like if you have like valuable content, people will watch it. And that's the most important part. Hey, it's Neve. Ricky's streaming on YouTube too. Hi Neve, what's up? Hey, it's Neve, everybody. I really like the music from the latest game, Neve. How are you, Neve? Let me print. Who's the YouTuber on the video for the 2D platform? I know Brakis has one. On the video for the 2D platform. Well, I don't. So does Code Monkey, and I think Unity does this well. What do you? You're looking for a YouTuber. You're looking for Heart Beast, maybe? Heart Beast. Are you looking for Heart Beast? He has a. Let me print this. I think I meant. Thanks, Rick. I'm okay. We're working on another project. Oh, you are? And Eddie? Oh, wow. I didn't know. Awesome. That's great. That's great. Let me see. Let me check this. I think I may have like a bracket in the wrong place or something. So let me just print this and see what happens. See what happens. So, you know, I think. Yeah, that's all. Seriously, that's. I think that's like a. I'm dual streaming. I am dual streaming. Yes. Oh, look at here. I can actually see how many people are watching. Ah, interesting. I'm just gonna put this like here. Let me just reload this. Okay, the output. Okay, so as you can see in here, item name, oh ha, interesting, interesting. I'm not actually taking the item slot index. That's not working for some reason. Oh yeah, okay, because I'm forgetting the dot item slot index. That's why. Hey Yannick, what's up? Yannick is here. Hey Lenny, hey Yannick, what's up? Wait a second. Hi Derek, I like your stream. The music feels a little too loud. Okay, thank you for letting me know. The music can be a little bit like, you know, down. I wanted to know how can I start game development plus which language for game dev? Okay, how you can start game development? You can start game development. First of all, what does it even mean? Like, what does game development means, right? Because you can do the code for a game. Or you can do the art, or you can do the music, or you can do all of them, or you can only do one of them. But in all of those cases, you can actually be a game developer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because making art for a game makes you, you know, like a game artist, or making music for a game. You have some specific aspects that, you know, also make you a game developer because you are developing games, but you're developing a single aspect of the game. So would you like to work on the code, or would you like to work on the art? Neve, for example, here, who's on chat, Neve is also like a game developer, but he works on the music, right? Which is just as important as like other aspects. So I think it's important to ask ourselves that question first. Because sometimes we want to make games, but maybe we want to just work on one aspect. Code, okay, code, in that case, you may want to focus on a, do you have any basics of like, wait, let me just reload this. Let me see if the index is correct. Do you have any basics of like, any language like C or So this is working correctly. This is 20. This is exactly what I want. So why is this not working? So this is 20. This whole sentence is 20. And so I want item globals dot item dictionary 20. Why is this not working? Like what's your problem? Let me just take this and let me print this instead and see what the problem is. C++ basics. See, well, in that case, with the C++, aha, this does not print. This did not print at all. This did not print at all. Invalidating this texture. Okay, this is the problem. This is possibly not texture. Why just start game dev with C++? Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. You can just start. Ricky's Coffee Gang. I am Coffee Gang. Yeah. I think I may not have called that texture. I think I have another name. That's the problem. Like in here in item globals. Oh, it's item texture. That's why. Aha, everybody. There you go. That's what the problem is. It's not texture, it's item texture. That's why. Item texture. And this is gonna work now. So, this is actually going to work. Okay, item slot texture. Oh, because it's not. Wait a second. Oh, because it's not this panel. The panel doesn't have. Of course, I need to add an object to it first. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. So let me go in the crafting station. We're getting to it. Did I text someone? No. Hey, what's You see Ricky's Orange Juice Gang? No, I'm not. I am Coffee Gang. Really, like if you guys want that, you guys really are into this whole like gang thing. You are you not? I am Coffee Gang, okay? Let me be Coffee Gang. You just go ahead and like tell those whatever gangs there are that I don't drink milk, neither orange juice or whatever juice. I drink coffee, okay? And like, that's it. Let me see in here. Coffee for life, absolutely. Also, like, I don't know. Also, the thing is that, at least for me, like, I think that coffee has stopped having any sort of, like, coffee has, tea gang anyone? I'm also tea gang. I'm both. JJJ, I'm both. Rick, orange juice gang. No, I'm coffee gang. Coffee is okay, I guess. Coffee has stopped having any impact on me a long time ago. Like, it doesn't make, it doesn't keep me awake. It doesn't keep me asleep. Like, it just does nothing to me at this point. I survive on coffee, which is like, where origin of Italy are you from? I'm from Sicily, Gabriele. I'm from Sicily. Where do you come from? What part of Italy are you from, Gabriele? Gabriele is here, by the way, everybody. I told you the story. I was going to be called Gabriele, and then Destiny came and decided that my cousin was going to be called Gabriele instead, and he got the second name, like the not as cool name. No, not say. Gabriele is a great name, but like that's the name that I was gonna get if like, if I was born a little bit later on. So I'm part of multiple gangs. Like we almost, but like my cousin, we're just very close. So we were like, who's gonna get burned first? And I was like, I'm gonna get born first. And I got the cool name. I think Coffee higher, is it just me or is he really floor gang? I don't know, I'm creating a new gang if you'd like. A coffee with cookies or something gang, if you'd like. Is that a thing? Let me just focus on this really. Crafting. Caffeine is good for working. Yeah, but you don't want to be addicted to it. Like, getting addicted to it is not... It's not even... It's not. Okay, wait. We need this panel. We need to set this panel texture. This is almost working. It's almost working. Oh, let's initialize actually the overlay texture and see if this works at least. Initialize item interaction. Let's see if this already works before the other one. I'm part of consume food from plant and partial animal source gang. Okay. Identifier texture is not declared. Of course it's not declared. Of course it's not declared. That's because we need to go in the item globals. Wait, let me just copy and paste this. The only coffee I like is latte, which literally means milk in Italian. That's literally what it means. Let me get this item globals, blah, blah, blah. That's exactly what I need. In here, this texture is actually item globals dot item interaction dictionary, item interaction UI index dot. It's a dot this dot overlay sprite texture. This overlay sprite texture. Guys, let the men focus. That's okay. That's okay, you unlock. Don't you worry. I'm used to this at this point. I'm used to this. Like, invalidate texture. Okay, interesting. Wait, initialize item interaction. Oh, okay, because I need to remove this. Okay, got it. Actually, okay, got it. Actually, I need to remove this. Yeah, I did not put it in the right place. I did not put it in the right place. Let me put it here. Okay. And this, we need to remove the... This function has no, like, nothing. And this should work. Okay, no, almost. Invalid set index texture with value of type stream texture. Okay, yeah. Okay. Is it because I need to... But I'm pretty sure that it's load in here. The texture... Is it not in the right format? It may not be in the right format. Let me just see. See, these things, like, it may be a little bit annoying, like, to do this. Hey, Gabriel, what's up? Maybe a little bit annoying to do, like, to work with dictionary, but it's very important to work with them. Very, very important, because it makes it so that, like, you can really have a lot of information stored across your game. Like, it's important to take the time to do this sort of work. Okay, this seems to be the right format for this. Hey, hi Eclipse, what's up? Hey Rick, why your microphone sounds like this? Like what? What does it sound like, Freddy? What does it sound like? Okay, let me see. Let me go in the what does it sound like? Okay, so we have a problem with the format. I think we access, like, it's being recorded by your phone. RJ, like, it's being recorded by your phone. Maybe because it is being recorded by my phone. RJ, hey Rick, hey RJ, what's up? How are you, RJ? Okay, the sound is slow. Okay, wait, let me see. How about now, everybody? How about now? I have my microphone like right here, but this microphone is really not that good. That's why I'm looking. I thought it was just me having the issue on the volume. No, it's also like, it's also the it's also this microphone is not necessarily the best. That's why I'm waiting for the other microphone. Okay, I don't understand why this. I have to go 30% for his videos while music is at 8%. Wait. I don't get it. Well, my videos are like the audio is something that I struggle so much with in general. Like in the videos, the worst. Seriously, like it's really not good. Doing good. Catch your video on YouTube recommendations. Oh, thank you, RJ. Are you working on a game too? Are you working on a game too, RJ? Okay, and here it says no, not found. Oh, okay, of course. Let me just comment this out for now. Makes sense. Okay. Okay, what happened? It's not exact. Oh, no, this is not the right. Wait, this is not the right. Oh, hi, hey, bitch. What's up? 2D Mitch is here. What's up? Okay, it says invalid set index texture, but it's a sprite. So we do have actually texture in here. Did I load it correctly? Your mic is fine. We can hear and understand you, except the report where you speak in enchanting table language. Yeah. He's ready to start developing. Oh, great, Killer8. Thank you so much for that. You guys need to please, like, I need to know what this enchanting table is at this point. Once I finally do a, like, playing Minecraft for the first time stream, you will guys tell me what this enchanting language thing is. Like, do you know how to make an enemy? I do. I do know how to make an enemy. Okay, there's a problem in like the format. There is a problem in the format, so let me just see. What kind of enchanting table language is meme from Minecraft? It is? Okay, that's too much from me, Neve, because it's not really Minecraft, it's actually a meme from Minecraft. So it's like and I already do not have a lot of like information about Minecraft, let alone memes. Like, I don't know Minecraft memes. I don't. It's gibberish scribbles. I see. Let me see. Why is this not... Like, I'm pretty sure that I'm almost there. Like, it should working, but it's not. But I'm not quite. Because I just need to load the texture. See in here, like, crafted item, blah, blah, the texture, load, blah, blah, blah. How do you stay motivated on developing a game? Aha, that's a good one. Also, I have an idea. I'm going to change the sprite to a texture rectangle. That may work better. Let me change type to texture rectangle. There you go. Well, clarity. Like, I know what I need to do. I think I stay motivated because I've clearly defined what I want my game to be about. Like, I know what the game has to be, and I know what the limits are. Like, I know where the game starts, where the game finishes. Like, and so it's not a matter of staying motivated, it's a matter of doing things at this point. Like, I need to do this because I've defined everything else, you know? I see. It's like a meme when you don't understand a language, it's enchanting table language. I see. Can you guys, like, I'm going to look it up at this point. I'm going to look it up at some point. Let's see if this works better, because I think it may be the problem with the sprite node. Invalid set index texture with value of type stream texture, which is interesting because it's like the exact same format that like I used to load the textures from like other stuff. Like in here, dot texture, load, blah, 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 dot texture. Like, what is the problem? What is the problem in here? It's just a load blah, blah, blah function. So it should work in here too. Overlay the sprite, the overlay that's overlay. Let me just call this overlay at this point. Oh wait, actually we need to change. Oh, I think I know what the problem was. I think the problem was right here. Okay, great, finally, everybody. You may think like, oh wow, Rick, all of this for this? Yes, all of the work just for this? Absolutely. Let me just actually put this texture in front. Like, let me put this overlay. Wait, let me put it like here. Okay, great. Can you see this? This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely amazing, everybody. This is like mind-blowing. It's hard coding? No, it may seem like something like, okay, whatever, like, but now it's actually made in such a way that I can use it throughout the code to do different things. So it's like I'm building a tool more than anything. Like, let me give you another example. And you'll see like how it's gonna be like, you know, it's important to think globally, like when you do these things for a game. It's gonna go like a long way if you want to add a lot of things to your game. Item globals. So in here, okay, wait. I understand that you use OBS Studio, but when I use it, the output is always not good for recording. Any help? Not sure. I think it's a lot of the quality is very bad. It depends a lot on a lot of factors, really. Let's have this. Let's call this. Actually, you know what? Let me just do this. Really. Hey Rick, how did you make the art for your game, or is it an asset? I drew it. How did they make it? I drew it. I don't know, man. I drew it. I made it with my hands. And a tablet, because I used to have a tablet which broke. So that's how I made it. Power generator. In here, let's have like a 2, okay? Let's call this Portal. Hey Sam, what's up? Portal, okay? Damn, it's really good, by the way. Thank you, Tarun. Thank you so much. Copy path. You'll see. You'll see right here. So, okay, let's have a look at this. Now I have defined a different one. Like I have defined this 0, I have defined the 1, right? 0, 1. Now with the code that I put in here, with all the code that I put in here, which are like, what was all of this like enchanted language table or whatever, it's now made it in such a way that like in here, if I go in here in item interaction UI, as you can see, I have this. Wait. In this item interaction UI, I can specify an item interaction UI index. If the index is 0, this will appear on screen, okay? But if I change the index to 1, this will now appear on screen. So basically what I've made it so far is that this now can be used as a tool throughout the code in multiple instances whenever I need to have a like UI element and some sort of and a panel to put on top of it so that I can place an item on top of it by just changing this index in here. That's why it's very powerful, like to use. dictionaries. How long did it take to learn Godot? I'm still learning Godot, so I'm still learning a lot of things. Really. What we need to adjust now is the item. Like we need to initialize the item correctly. So let's just do that. Let's just do that. Then you should make it a singleton, no? Yes, absolutely. The item global script that I've used, this is a singleton. This is a singleton. The script that I've, this is a singleton. This is all a singleton. So that's why it's going to work. In this item interaction UI, we also need to have something important, which is the animation, similar to what we did the other time, animation, to make this appear. But before we do that, let me actually fix this item slot. The only problem that we can have is like, we need to make sure that the slot is like correctly initialized in the right spot. So I may have to store that information. Yeah, we'll see. Let me go in here and let me just check. So we can initialize now this overlay correctly, no problem. Like we can initialize it, cool. But we need to initialize also the item slot in here. And we want to initialize it in a way that it's grayed out when you first it's grayed out when you first like click on it. And then once you put the item, it's not grayed out anymore. So let's do that. I'm going to do some sprint running practice, CDA. See ya. Great. Thank you, Sam, for coming by. So. Oh, by the way, because you guys told me that the title of the video was not right, on YouTube at least. Like it was correct on Twitch, but it was not right on YouTube. What about the thumbnail? What is the thumbnail that you guys can see? Is it the wrong thumbnail? Wait a second. Wait, did you break something? No, I didn't break anything. So let's initialize just like I wanted. Initialize the, okay, let me just rename this maybe because it's not very clear. Like initialize item slot and initialize overlay. I mean, like it's better. Are you hurt? No. Just a screenshot of the stream. Okay. Thank you, Killary. So that's called this initialize overlay. It's gonna be better. Initialize overlay and initialize item slot, like those two are going to work. And this almost works. This function here almost works. Let me see exactly what the problem is. Let me see exactly. Let me go to my crafting station. How are you today, by the way? I hope they are all working productively on. A second. Crafting station is right here. My name really is enchanting table language. Killery. Yeah. Okay, let me go in here. Are you guys working on your own projects, by the way? Feel free to do that. Feel free to do that, everybody. So that you can also be a little bit productive today on your project. I'm trying to learn pixel art today. Great. Good luck with that, Vixel. Good luck with that. I really enjoy like practicing pixel art. Let me just open my crafting station because like Why? What on earth? Like. So many projects, so little time, right? Actually, look at here. I may not necessarily need. No, I do need because I need to put an item on it. So let's have actually, just like in here, a margin container. Yeah, it may be better to have a margin container. What's the size of this? 16 by 16, 32 by 32. What's even the size of this margin container of this margin container? What is the size of it? 16 by 16. Yeah, let's just do the same. I agree, Genji. I agree. So many projects. You guys don't even like. Plus the work. But it's alright. That's okay. So Genji, are you going to work on a new game now, or what? Like, are you going to work in an actually like a different game, or now that the game got released? It was very nice to do that project in like 2 months. Oh yeah, you said it. You're doing one with Eddie. Yeah, Genji, Eddie, and Neve. You're doing one. Yeah. Actually, yes. Let me go in here in this, and actually this item slot, let's have it within a margin container, so that we can control the so that we can actually control the size better. Like we can fix the margins, and it's going to wait one second. Hello. Oui, babe, c'est toi qui m'as appelé. Pardon, en fait, je suis en live là. Ah, mais du coup, qu'est-ce qui se passe en fait? C'est quoi les news là en fait? Ah, mais du coup, tu manges pas du tout ici en fait, c'est ça? Moi, j'ai fait mon live avant pour que quand tu viennes, on puisse manger. C'est pour ça que j'ai déplacé. Oui, j'ai vu ça. Du coup, en fait, tu manges chez ta tante. Ok, ça marche. Ok, ça marche. Ok, ça marche. C'est pour savoir en fait, c'est pour le dîner si après. Ok, ça marche. Ok, ça marche. Allez, bisous. Ok. Sorry. Today, like, it's just like everybody wants to talk to me today. What is your native language? Italian is my native language. Italian is my native language. Yeah, you got a free French time, everybody. So you got a free French time. Let me fix the size of this to like. Why is this not even working? 16 by 16. His native language is Italian. Yes. My native language is Italian indeed. That was French. Yes, I do. French, Italian, and English, yes, I do. I live in France, so like I speak French like all the time. I work in French. Like my full-time job is in French, so. What was I doing? Okay. Okay, item slot. Great. Let me just rename this, like make sure that this item slot is actually the right path. Margin container item slot. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so everybody, let me check in the crafting. By the way, we need to fix some sort of, what engine is this? Hey Elena, what's up? Never heard of it. It's Godot. It's good. I'm the first time watching you. Hi Elena, thank you so much for stopping by. It's Godot. It's called Godot engine. Godot. Okay, so almost. Where am I? I need to initialize the panel correctly. Need to initialize the panel correctly. So need to initialize this item slot correctly. And basically this item slot, the texture is not working because I need to attach an item first to it. I need to attach an item to it first. Right? Unless, wait, let me check in the crafting station. How did they even do it? Crafted item. They have their own scripting language? Yes, they do. They do. It's GDScript. Have you heard about Godot 3.4? No, not yet. Does Godot language look like Python? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, it's a Python-like language. Very, very close to Python. Let me see like where I initialize the materials. Get child, okay. Yeah, it's basically Python. It's very similar. It's similar to Python. It's similar to Python, yeah. Actually, in here, the problem is that like in this item slot, yeah, what I'm missing is a texture as a, yeah, okay, got it. Let's just do this. So this item slot, we want to attach a texture node to it, which is gonna be the background. How did you, Harry Potter is saying, how do you learn pixel art? Practice. Practice. I may have used a little bit of magic too, but we don't say that. Otherwise, you know, we don't want to reveal, unveil, don't say that, the secrets. We just keep them to ourselves. So this is the texture that we actually want to work on, like that we actually want to change. That's why it wasn't working correctly. So let me go in like item.slot dot Actually, let me just change justice. And let's see if this works. Item dictionary, item globals, blah 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 blah. Okay, let's see if this actually works. It worked, everybody! Oh my god, it worked! It worked! Did you see? It's working. It is working. Like, I don't know, not sure if you see it, but it is working. It is working. It's amazing. It's absolutely great. That's what I want. It be working. It is. Yes. Yes. Look at this. Basically, yes, now what I need to do is, let me just make it a little bit more clear. Like, congrats, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me put like the overlay over here and the let me put it. I'm just gonna put it in like a random position right now, but I'm actually going to possibly store the information of where I need to position it with respect to the sprite. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna do that. Congratulazioni. Thank you, Phantom0222. Thank you so much. So as you can see in here, let's say I let me go back to my dictionary, because let me go back to the dictionary. In here, in the item globals, okay? So in the item globals down here, what we've said, okay, for the power generator, use this overlay sprite texture, and in the item slot, place, hey Nicholson, thank you so much. Thank you. So basically what I'm telling the code is like, okay, for the overlay sprite texture, load this texture, okay? And in the item slot, place the item with this index, okay? So in here, for example, and that was for the power generator. For the portal, because in the portal we have something similar, we need to place an item and stuff. Phantom is saying, have you ever visited India? No, I have not. I have never visited India, but I know that I have a lot of people watching from India. A lot of people watching from India. I'm not sure why. Like, I may be in the recommendation, like in the YouTube recommended in India, I think. But I do have quite some people from India. Not sure, but I guess YouTube India is recommending my videos. So if, for example, if I want to change the, let's say, if I want to change the item that it's shown with like another one, I'm going to pick like, okay, 21. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Phantom. I'm going to pick like 21 in here, okay? Like I'm gonna put 21. So if now I like, in my item interaction UI, I can choose from this like item interaction UI index, I can choose a different index. Like if I choose the index 0, this will come up. Like this will appear, right? So you have like this UI element with this, like with this panel on top of which you can actually place an item. But if I choose the index number 1 and I reload the scene, now what's gonna happen, what's gonna appear is this UI with this like panel, right? Placed right there. So that's very nice. That is actually very nice because now I can use it to do like whatever I want. Right? Like I can now use it to do like any like other, I can use it in multiple situations. And that was sort of like the goal that I wanted to achieve, because now whenever I need to like have a place in my game where I'm like, okay, I need to interact with this and like place an item in it, I can do it. Be right back, I'm gonna eat some pizza. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, wait 1 second. What resolution for screen do you use for Pixel Art game? Okay, I can show you. The resolution of my screen, I think it's 100. Wait, let me just tell you the numbers because I don't remember. 320, 160. 320, 160. So yeah, that's it. It's like 20 and 10, like tiles. 20 tiles and 10 tiles. Right? Is that right? Yeah. Okay, everybody. So the overlay seems to be working. The thingy seems to be working as well. What we need now is to make sure that we can actually like use it in game. Let's try to do just that. Let's try to do just that. And what we also want to put in here is a button. Let's put a button in here, because as soon as you get close to the place where you can interact, I want to have something appear on screen which says like press E or press I or press whatever. Okay, so we need to have that, and we need to click on it to make this pop up and appear. So let's do just that. I'm going to add a button. Could you link your Twitch so that I can follow you there? Thank you, Killary. We do have the links on. Okay, you're from YouTube. You're from YouTube. We need to have something more practical for the links, I think. Is there wait a second. Where do I have a link for my Twitch? Where do I have a link for my Twitch? I have it right here. There you go. Maybe put it in the description. Yeah, exact. Actually, I have it in the description for the videos, but I don't have it in the description for the live streams because YouTube is, they make things a little bit more complicated for no reason. Like basically the settings for the live streams are like not the same as like your videos, and so I need to actually go and copy and paste. Like I need to remake the automatic description for the live streams because it doesn't take the one that it's already like available for the other videos. Which is okay, it's not that big of a deal, but still, like, it doesn't transfer. Like, let's actually have a button. We need to have a button. Let's have a button. The link is down. Can I put the good one? The link is down? How can it be down? What did I do wrong? Interesting. It shouldn't be down. Oh, you are right. There is an extra letter actually. Yeah. I actually just changed it. Yeah. There is a missing CS. Like there's a CS. Well, it's yeah, this now is bad. This one now is better. This one is better now. Thank you. I actually shared the wrong one. So let's have a button. Okay. Let's have a button and let's place it. No, wait, that's not what I want. Bottom, center bottom or something. Center right. Top wide. Could be top wide. No, I want it to appear like in the center. No, let's just keep it centered, really. Let's keep it centered and not this big. I think you can put a description template for both videos and streams. Yeah. Well, you know, Killery, in all honesty, I'm not the best at this. I'm not the best of this. I'm very grateful that people actually find the streams and the videos, because I don't, like, I'm not the best in terms of like actually telling people, like giving links and stuff. Like I don't even, like, even on you during the YouTube videos, I barely say that I have a Twitch stream, like a Twitch channel or like a Discord server. I'm not the best at this. Like, I need to really work on my, let's now center this. Yeah, let's center this. And let's say that, like, at first, like, you have this button up here. What do we want in the game? Okay, let's just think about the game. Okay, let's say you get closer to a, like, let's say you could make like little pop-ups. I would need to know how to edit them in. I need to learn how to edit those. Also, in general, I try not to be too, I try not to be too aggressive, I'd say. Like, I've never say things like, please like the video, or like, please subscribe. I never say that, because like, I'm like, I don't know, like, if you feel like subscribing, go subscribe, but I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe, you know, like, you do you, like. So I'm usually bad at these, like, call to actions. I think that's how they're called, like telling people to do things. You know, it's okay. What do you edit with? I edit with Video Magics Pro. So button, let me just add a test in here. Test. Okay. Test property. In the fonts, let me have a custom font. Wait a second, let me put this. And let me load the one font that I'm using for the game, which is this one, Pixel font. Open. Good, we've got a button. But what do we want to do? Okay, we want to first, okay. Couple of things. Like, when do we want this to appear? A lot of questions, like, when do we want this to appear? what do we want to do with this? Okay. Item interaction UI. And we want to have, okay, on button pressed, something has to happen, right? On button pressed, something has to happen. And also, we need to make sure that the button is enabled, disabled, etc. So we need to work with the button, it's in here, with the mouse filter. We need to make sure that the filter is like working correctly. Let me put the pointing hand. Let's see what happens if I load this. Is this actually working, this button? No, wait. I need to bum 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 bum. Stop, okay. But let me add it. Disabled, no. Okay, it's all working as it should. By the way, we need to have something special for 300 on Twitch. We just had 300 how do you even call them? Followers, subscribers? What are Twitch subscribers? Not Twitch subscribers, but Twitch followers, I guess. So we need to have some sort of like a special stream. Need a special stream for 300. Not sure what to do, but well, we do have a followers. Okay, yeah, that's how you call it, followers. For 300, we need to have something special. For 300. You could do a Q&A. I could do a Q&A, yeah. I could do a Q&A. I was thinking about doing something with game, like playing a game. Like playing a game for the first time. Thank you for following. I was thinking about like playing a game for the first time, because there are like so many games that I've never played. And so maybe doing like, okay, playing this for the first time sort of video. And like I've had so many requests for Minecraft. Like Minecraft has been requested daily at this point. Like please do a play Minecraft. But I also need to check the price and stuff, because like if it's $30, it's like, you know, I need to think about it first. Like, is it worth it? Like, you know, because $30 is $30. It's not. Do you play any online FPS shooters? Oh no, I don't play any online games, like at all. And first persons, like I have a hard time with first person games in general. So like, no. I've never really played a first person shooter game, I think. Never. Unless maybe, did we play one for Indie Game Night? I don't think so. That's alright, Freddy, no problem. No problem. Fortnite is free. Oh yeah, but I think Fortnite is pretty stressful. Like, I would see it to be very stressful. Like, I need to take my time to play the game. Like, and if I'm in a game and people constantly just kill me, like, because I need time. Like, I need time to learn the game first, and I need time to adjust to it. Like, I don't want to have things being just like people shooting at me from all angles. That's just overwhelming. If you had a better PC, would you choose Unity over Godot? I don't know. I'm very happy with Godot, really. So I don't see, no. I don't know. Like, at least now I don't have a reason to change. Why do I not interact with the button? Why can I not interact with the button? I think it's because of the layer. Why can I not interact? So I need to have, first of all, on the ready function, let's do this. So on the ready function, we want to initialize the item slot and initialize the overlay, and then we want to turn all of this invisible. Like, we do not want to have it invisible. So actually, item interaction, we want to have it invisible. Right? So if I now like turn this, like if I try this, it should be invisible. I can't see it. I cannot see it, which is what I want. Now I need to make it so that like when I press this button, it turns it visible. There is this guy, Debugging, who did a comparison between Uni and Godot, and for 2D games, for 2D, Godot seems to be better. But that is just an opinion. Also, sorry if it's spam. No, it's not spam at all. It's not spam at all. I do know Debugging. He has very nicely made videos. I wish I had his setup. Like, I wish I had his whole, like, you know, like a room where I can work in, an actual PC, a keyboard, like stuff like that, an actual microphone, you know. Hey Santi, what's up? But you know, one day I will have it. One day I will have it too. You guys know I'm always like just constantly moving around because like I don't really have a place to work at. I'm in the kitchen right now. Like, I'm in the kitchen and I have to always bring things and all over. You could do like donation goals for Twitch for upgrade the channel gear. Thank you, Killer A. What I'm doing now is that I've actually just started the Patreon page for those who want to support, which is only $1. Like, so that, you know, it's not it's not that much. Like, so because, you know, like, and we have not put in place any sort of like goal, like donation goals, but we may have that. We may need to put that. I do not know how to do it. I don't know how to do that. I need to look at a tutorial like to do that on Twitch. That's pretty efficient. If you're hungry, you could just get up, get food without getting up. Well, yeah, I guess so. I guess so. But at the same time, I do not like to eat on like screen. I'd rather just not eat on screen during the streams. When do you normally stream? Hey Santi, thank you so much for the answer. Well, I actually have a schedule. What? Okay, Yannick just said that this is the wrong link. You're right. I actually have a schedule. Well, let me show you the schedule. This is the schedule for this week. So this week I streamed in this time. So Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I make such a schedule for like every week. So it may change from one week to another, but I usually stream Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So 4 times a week. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And as I told you guys, I am bad at even announcing things to people in my own Discord server because apparently the link that I like shared is wrong. Like, I'm that. When will you do the next area? Good answer. Good question. Sorry. I'd like to start in July. By the way, Genji, we need some sort of goal for Twitch. Like some sort of like, what is the name? Donation goal? Donation goal. Maybe creating a Kickstarter? Oh, no. I don't want to create a Kickstarter. I don't want to create a Kickstarter. I don't. That's not. I know that someone created one someone had created one so that the game could be on Steam. No. I'm Spanish and now I can't see your stream. Okay. What about $80 for a microphone? Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with that. I don't really feel comfortable with that. I feel more comfortable with having like, okay, you can go and talking about Kickstarter. When you think you need a Kickstarter, in what case or situation, when can someone do a Kickstarter? Okay, I'd say that the problem with Kickstarters is that, okay, I'm working on Quantum Ruins right now, okay? Let's say if tomorrow something happens, like right now the game is still pretty early in development, okay? So the game is still pretty early in development, so it's not gonna be released anytime soon. What happens if I need to stop working on it because I need to focus on my work, or I need to like, or something happens and I can't work on the game anymore? I do not want people to give me money for a game that does not exist, and then it looks like a scam if I don't release the game. Like, that's very important. And there are a lot of cases like that, of people like getting a huge amount of money on Kickstarter and then the game never gets released. I don't want to do that. I think the best is like when your game is almost finished, like you're getting close to release, and then you do a Kickstarter. Knowing like, okay, the game is like basically almost done. Like, I'm going to release it in a couple of months, let's do a Kickstarter and you do it. But that's like my opinion, right? There are other people who don't do it this way, but I would never take a risk to like ask for money to people and then I don't release the game and it feels like I'm just stealing money from people. No way, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not going to do that. So that's why. I think the best, for now at least, is to have some sort of a Patreon thing. And if you'd like, you know, you can, or donations on stream. Hey, Abdelillah, what's up? I think that's the best solution for now. Look at that, everybody. How does this work? Freddy is saying, what do you think about someone investing money directly to you in your project? So that is a very good question, because I'm a little bit conflicted, in all honesty. I'm a little bit conflicted because I think it's my responsibility, but I'm also realizing that if I want to create content and like make this happen, you do need quite some money. Like, you know, like you do need quite some money. Like, for example, I'm glad that, like, for example, right now you are watching me. I'm not using a camera or anything. It's like my PC built-in camera that I'm using for the streams. And I use my phone to record the videos for YouTube, which is the reason why people say, like, comment very often, like, okay, the video was nice, but the audio is very bad, right? Like, but getting a microphone, getting a monitor, getting a green screen, getting a PC, getting like all of this actually has a cost, which is like, so I'm getting to the point where I understand that it's okay to accept like donations from people. But still, I don't want to go out there and say like, okay, please give me money. I'm not going to do that. Like, no, I can't, no. If you want to donate, I'm very grateful. But in general, I have a hard time accepting money from people. So, do you master C#? No, never coded in C#. Never coded in C#. So this is almost working basically. On button press, now it works exactly as I want it. I need to have a way, actually. So, yeah. Look at this, everybody. This is amazing. Look at that. So now it's working correctly. We have a button that works exactly as I want it to. Okay, cool. We have a button and we can click on it and it makes this appear. And when we click on it, it makes it disappear. Just like that, okay? Which is exactly what I need. So in the game, once you get close to it, you can press the button, it makes the thing appear and it makes it disappear. And then you re-click it again and it makes it disappear. Apart from Godot, would you pick Unity or Unreal? I don't know. I seriously do not have an answer for that. I don't know Unity or Unreal that much to say like which one I would pick. I've picked Godot and I'm happy with that, so I'm gonna stick to it. Okay, so what we need to do now is to make sure that this button What about a Kickstarter when you have a beta? Well, Rick, I made a quarantine version of your profile picture. Go ahead. Where did you put it? Did you put it in the Discord? Yeah, I'll have a look at it. What about a Kickstarter when you have a beta version? So I don't know. It's also like, okay, if is it your first game? Are we talking in a situation which is it your first game or what? Because I don't think that I'm not going to create a Kickstarter for Quantum Reigns. I'm just not going to, because it's my first game and I'm not expecting the quality of this game to be good. I'm not expecting this game to be any good. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's very important for me that I see this as a game that is not necessarily going to be good. It's my first game, so it's gonna be pretty much like, you know, it can't be good. And it's important for me that I keep it, that I don't think of it as my masterpiece. This is very important. This is very important. Hey, I was about to, do you answer a bit the question of what about using Unity or, yes, I did. I said that I don't know Unity and Unreal enough to say which one I would prefer. I don't. First game is not gonna be perfect, but it's looking good though. Yeah, it is looking good. But the thing is that I would never do a Kickstarter campaign for like my very first game. No. No. I'm just not going to do that. Hey Genji. Let's actually make this work. So what we have in here, the only thing that is slightly missing is that like here in the item, this item has to be on the right layer so that we can interact with it correctly, which we're not right now. So let's just do that. I think the best is to accept donations. I can accept donations, right? And also start with something like Patreon, but yet again, I'm keeping it at a very low $1 because I can't give a like monetary, like I can't give a number in terms of like money to my content. Like I can't do that. I have a hard time with that. Hey, do you have a more art background or programming? Neither of both. Like I don't have an art background. I did a little bit of programming, but that's not what I studied. So not more programming than art for sure. Do you want to learn to do 3D models? Yes. I can teach you ZBrush, but I don't know how to do it. But I can teach you. Thank you, Freddy. Yes, I'd love to do 3D at some point. Okay, so the problem is that like these items, I can't interact with them easily. Let me just check something, really. Let me just check something. Why not a Patreon? Canal de Games. I do have one. I do have a Patreon. I do have one. I actually set it up. I set it up like 2 days ago. Or yesterday, 2 days ago. So I actually did make it because a lot of people actually have been asking. At some point I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. So I actually did make a Patreon page. And I'm very grateful. I got 2 people. I got already 2 Patreons. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? 2 Patreons, $2. Amazing. I'm very grateful about it. So, there you go. Exactly. One is me, by the way. Yeah, Sam is here. Sam is here. Look at that. Thank you, Sam. Thank you for the support. So if you guys are interested, because see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, I don't even, like, this get brought up almost, like, very often. Last stream also, like, people were like, why don't you set up with Patreon? I did it. I did it, everybody. Now it is here. So, when you learn 3D, remake quantum runes in 3D. Sure, I will do that. I will do that. I will. If you have 2 people on Patreon already made money with your first game, congrats on you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know, right? It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. What is wrong with here? Invalid columns in base margin content. Wait, what happened? Wait, I may have changed something in my inventory. Oh no, wait, that's not it. Wait a second, what happened? What did I do wrong? What did I change that? Wait a second, I may have changed something in the, is it the gray? Non-existent sort custom. Wait a second. I may have changed something in here. What happened? Sort type button. What did I change? I mean, like, okay, thank you. Yes, let me check it. Let me check it. Where is it? Oh my goodness, what is this? What is it exactly? Is it in the fun art? Is it in fun art? Is it in off topic? Where did you put it? I don't see. Is it your art? Oh, thank you. Oh, look at me. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Wolf. We also have a fun art. You can put it in the fun art if you'd like. We have a fun art channel. What is it? In here. We have a fun art channel if you want to put it in there. We can also have it in there. It's more like fitting in there, I think. I'm not sure what I changed that makes this not work now. No network. That's. Wait a second. What if I just try this in your art? Thank you. Okay, that's normal. That's because we now have the player instead an instance of the player. Let me try this. So as you can see, right, this is working correctly, the inventory thingy. So what we need to do now is that we need to make sure that, so for example in here, see, this used to appear like this, okay? Now we need to change that with the system that we have put in place, because it's going to work like better. First of all, how long it can be your post message? Canal de Games. Canal de Games. Yeah, it does sound Portuguese. Canal de Games. 2000 character. Yeah. By the way, we were thinking some. I changed the description in the YouTube videos. Some. I added you in the description now. I put it some. Special thank to some. So that's done. Hey, I'm back for 15 minutes and then I'm going to swimming. Enjoy. I love swimming. I love swimming. I want the same. I want to do the same. Canal de jeu. Hey, Luca, what's up? Canal de jeu. Well, Canal de jeu sounds like French and English, or like French and then Portuguese or Spanish. It would be more chaîne. Chaîne is more like canal, like channel is chaîne. Chaîne de jeu would be more French. That's French. That's almost French. Okay, so in here, okay, in here it's Portuguese, yeah, right? Let's try to go in here in our, which is what we did the other day, in the base in here, in the computer station, basically this power generators UI, right? This can now be replaced with the one that we put. It's more fitting. If I go in here and I go item interaction UI and I instance in here the item interaction UI. Wait. Item interaction UI. Omelette au fromage. Hey Nicholas, what's up? It's omelette au fromage. Yeah. In here, as you can see, we have this item interaction UI, and I can choose now the index what I want to appear. So if I go in here, I can choose as an index the 0, okay? I can choose number 0. Very cool. Hey Torol, what's up? Come va il flusso? What do you mean the flusso? What is the flusso? I can understand that your script with Godot's built-in languages. Yes, yes. I script with Godot's built-in language. Yes, I do. I do. But Dexter said, duh. Oh my goodness, everybody. Let's see if I can make this work. See if I can make this work. See if I can make this work with this. In this computer station, see, I had all of these functions, which, okay, like, they work alright, but it's gonna be, I wrote it in Google Translate. I said I just did my test, and how is the stream going? Oh, the stream? Live. Well, how's the live going? It's going great, I think. Pretty great. How are you? How are you, Taro? In this computer station, let me see. So we can actually use the on the area entered that we had on here on power generator body exited and entered. Wait, where is the tribute to me? It's gonna be in the new videos, basically, because it doesn't update the older videos. It just updates like in the new videos, but not the lives. So yeah. Will you ever move to 2.5D games? I think I will at some point. I will. I think so. Yes. Oh, okay. There's also something important that we need to add. Let me add this. We need to find a way to disable this system. What will computer do, Luca? Good question. This computer here, when you first start, I can show you. Don't look at the graphics. The graphics is just a placeholder graphics. It's just there so that I can use it. But basically, you will have to put two generators in here on both sides, and the screen in the middle will appear and it will give you some information. Okay, this is working at least. We need to find a way to disable, that's very important. We need to find a way to disable this UI thing going on, right? I love your art style. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you for the support. Thank you, Thomas. In here, I'm going to add another export variable, and I'm going to call this enabled. Okay. And it's going to be a Boolean, right? Enabled. And I'm going to have it set to false, okay? And in here, basically, in the initialize overlay, in here, in the on button pressed, on button pressed, do we want to have the button visible? We want to have the button visible only if everything is enabled. So in here, actually, the ready function is okay. On the on button pressed, well, we need to have the button to be disabled first. No, let me have a function. Wait, how can I make this? How can I make this? How can I make this work? Basically, I need to disable the button. Like I need to make the button, I need to disable this button, right? And I need to make it appear or not. I'm just thinking, okay? I'm going to create a function that I'm going to call like disable UI, or like disable overlay or something like this, okay? And what I want to do is that I want to make sure that you cannot interact with the button. Does that make sense? No, let's call this actually toggle overlay. Okay, let's solve this toggle overlay so that it's gonna make it so that it works or it doesn't work, okay? I'm gonna call it toggle overlay and I'm gonna pass a value, which is gonna be a Boolean, okay? So basically, according to this Boolean, it's going to either enable or disable the overlay, okay? Hey Vang, what's up? How are you, Vang, today? Have you done some more art? Click on the time bar and drag up on your computer. Wait, what? Why would I want to do that? Wait a second, why would I want to do that? Today is Wednesday. Wow, it is Wednesday today. So toggle overlay, what we want to do is that we want to change the button. Let me show you here. We want to change this button in here. You have let me put this aside. In the button, you have this mouse filter, okay? And you want to change the mouse filter value to go to ignore. Hey Misu, what's up? How are you, Misu? Let me just have a look at this here. Boom. Boom. Item. This exactly, okay. Okay. Mouse filter pass, mouse filter ignore. Okay, that's exactly what I want. Okay. Okay, so what we need to do in our item interaction UI to toggle the overlay, we need to make sure that the button dot button. Did I have it as a I don't have it. Okay, let me just add in here another already variable. Okay, let me add an already variable, and let me call this button. Okay, and let me go button. Okay, and in here I'm going to have the button dot filter. No, what is the mouse filter equal either ignore or that's the thing, because we need to match the value. So let's actually do a because we either have filter ignore, or we also have the other option in which you need to actually make it work. So in the case in which you would want to make it work, you want to use control dot mouse filter stop, right? We need to use these two. So let me do like a match value. Okay, and let me go like true. If it's true, do this. And false, do that. It's not very nice. Like, it could have been a little bit nicer, but the thing is that, yeah, okay, it's not the most. I'm also working on a platformer game. Great. Hey, me. What's up? How are you? And I want the visible, like the self. I want to self dot visible equal value. Okay. So, hey, can I program my first game demo? I'm working on it for mobile also. Sure, go ahead. Sure, go ahead. Go ahead, Kanauchi Games. Go ahead, Kanauchi Games. So we have this toggle overlay function, and we can use this toggle overlay function to make. Okay, let's try to use this toggle overlay function, right? Let's try. I'm gonna go in my computer station, and this. And what we want to do is, on the power generator body entered and exited, let me actually just comment out these lines, right? And what I want to do is that I want to dot item interaction UI dot toggle overlay true. Okay, because on body entered, right? Let's try this. Let's just try it. Okay. Yo guys, I need to go to sleep. See you later. See you later. What is the name program language? It's Godot, GDScript. Written just like that. Hey Dilshot, how are you? Let's see if this works. Okay. If it works, it's magic. Magic confirmed. Well, first of all, we need to initialize it to disable. Like, let's initialize it to that. So actually, in the item interactions UI, in the ready functions, let's let's remove this line with toggle overlay false. Okay, so it's false, like by default. Like by default, it's going to be initialized as a like default. So now you want. Why did this still appear? Wait a second. Interesting. What Windows do you have? 10. I have Windows 10. Why is this here? I have Windows 10. What is this not? Toggle overlay false. Self.visible equal false. So why didn't this just? Oh, interesting. I thought that all of this, oh, this is very weird. Why did this happen? I thought Why is this even a thing? I mean, I'm turning, like, I guess I need to turn the visibility like manually. Okay, I thought it would just do it, but it just did it. Okay, well, in that case, self.visible value and also button.visible equal value. Okay, so let's just see if this works. Boom, ba, boom, boom, bam, bam, bam. Okay, so as you can see in here, we don't see it. However, okay, it worked on area entered, but it didn't work on area exited, which is odd. Like, why? So something is not working on area exited. So let me see in here. On computer station, area exited, because I toggled true in both cases. So this is actually happening, everybody. This is actually pretty exciting. Look at this. So did you see it? Basically, as when you get closer, okay, when you get closer to a power generator, now you'll see a button in here. And when you go away, it will not be there anymore. Did you see what we just did? Like, that's very nice. Now, of course, we don't want to have this button right in here in the center. Now I've realized it. Like, it's gonna be just in, like, it's not, you know, it's not very nice, but now it's way better. Like, imagine like everywhere, like where we need to interact in this sort of fashion, like with the portal up here, I can have the button appear like exactly as I want it. So let's actually place it not in the center, because in the center is like not, it's not right. I'd say maybe the best way, Genji says sweet. Absolutely, Genji, absolutely. Very nice. So let's put it like in here. This is like not center bottom, like, but a little bit upper, like upwards a little bit. Like, let me in here. Like, no, that's not what I want. Position. Where is the? Let me just position it. Well, let me just manually like position it, because I can't even see. What is the? Oh, the position was right here. Actually, let me redo this. Like, let me center bottom, and in the position 130. Sounds right. It would be cool if it faded away instead of disappearing. Oh yeah, it's going to do that. It's going to do that, Kenalgy Games. Don't you worry, it's going to. I'm just like doing one thing at a time, but it will disappear. It will disappear. So at this point, look at that. Very nicely, as I get to the power generator, I see a button appear. So you're like, oh wow, there's a button appearing. Cool, like there is something going on there. Like, and you see clearly that, like, okay, here I do have buttons, and then as I move here, okay, there is a button appearing. Like, okay, something happens. Same in here. Wow, what's that? You know, so it's working correctly, which is pretty cool. Mitsu is saying, can you give me some tips on Godot? Because I'm participating in a game jam. Well, what do you need? What do you need tips for exactly? Like, is there something that you have a problem with exactly? Like, what is it that you are having a problem with? Okay, so this is working correctly. Let me fade it. Do you think Man City still stand a chance against Madrid? I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about, Abdelila. What is Man City? What is Man City? What are we talking about? What is the subject here? Manchester City, I see. Well, I don't know. I have no idea. Is it football? I don't watch it. I don't watch anything, really. I don't watch anything. The soccer team, I see. I don't watch it. Hey Rick, is there some way to have like a Google Meet session with you to teach you ZBrush? I will be very grateful to do it later, another day, of course. I assume you watch football. No, that's okay. That's okay. Sports and game dev. That's all right. I mean, football, like soccer, football is just very big in Italy. Like everyone watches it. But then, like, I don't know, not me. Like every single person I know watches it. I may not be that Italian at this point. Eddie C, sports and game dev. See, Eddie C. What do you say, Freddy? Well, to teach you ZBrush, but I don't even have ZBrush. Where are you from? I'm from Italy. I'm from Italy. How about you? Me too. No, I'm from Mexico. I know. Freddy, I don't have ZBrush. And like, ZBrush is for 3D, isn't it? But you say you don't know ZBrush. Like, what is this? It's big in certain places in the US, not as popular as American football though. I see. Well, in Italy, it's like, it's just too big. Sometimes it's just too big, I think. People just go a little bit crazy over football. I'm Moroccan. Great. Thank you for being here, Abdullah. Let's move on. Like, let's continue in here because we're doing some very nice progress, everybody. The one problem that we have, which is like not that big of a problem, but it's that basically this item interaction UI is not on the right layer, so it has to be further away so I can interact with the panel thingies. I'm in Romania. Eric, do you know Vietnam? I do. I do know Vietnam. Of course I do know Vietnam. I almost went to Vietnam. Like when I visited Hong Kong, we actually had planned there was this opportunity to go to Vietnam from Hong Kong, and then I didn't go in the end. But I do know Vietnam, of course I do. I think the game takes most of his time, and his real life job takes the other part of his free time. It does. And also the streams and the videos. Like, I do know. Oh, sorry, yeah. The molest isn't in the word. Oh, I see. Thank you. Thank you, Freddy. Still learning, but I can teach you the basic. I see. Well, thank you so much, Freddy. I think I'm going to wait a little bit because right now I'm like juggling on a lot of different things. I need to edit the video for YouTube, everybody. I need to do YouTube editing tonight. And I need to eat too tonight. Like I need to eat, and it's like, yeah. Have you been to Disneyland? I have been to Disneyland indeed. I have been multiple times. There's one right like very close to where I live. I live not far from Disneyland. I think it's like half an hour from here. Not even. Give him like 4 to 5 years and he will get back to you. No. No, I'm not saying that, but yeah, it does take quite some time. Are you tired? No, I'm not tired. I'm not. I'm seriously not tired. I really want to make this work because we're getting close to it, everybody. I'm very excited about this. This item generation UI has to be on the correct layer. So that's the problem. It's not necessarily a problem, but let me have a canvas layer. Now let me have this is on a canvas layer, and let me increase this to a higher number. I'd like to finish this. I'd like to finish working on this. Oh wait, what happened? Oh, because I changed the path. Okay. Okay, fair enough. I changed the path. Got it. I don't need to, it's important when you change the path, things break. So It's actually not item interaction to UI, it's like computer station. It's actually canvas layer. Ronaldo fans represent. It's because I put a canvas layer, so that's why. And by the way, I'm really enjoying these. Oh, look at that! It almost works, everybody. Almost. What happened in here? Actually, like this got like, why did this toggle before I asked for it? But we're almost getting there. Like it's not supposed to work like this, but we're almost getting there. See what I've done? Basically, I could do this before as well, but before I had to actually code it separately for every single object. Well, now it's like very easy to add something like this. The only thing that I need to make, which is not working correctly, is that like this UI only has to appear once I press the button. So I thought, so let's just fix that. But I think we're getting very close to like making this actually work, like the way I want it. By the way, how long have we been streaming? I wanted to do 2 hours, but we've done almost 3 hours. We have 3 viewers from Twitch. This was not very successful on Twitch. Are you in university? If yes, what classes are you taking? No, Abdullah, I'm done. I have finished. I work as an engineer. No. I work as a research engineer for a company. So I'm not in school. So in here, the only thing is that like, why? Okay. I need to make sure, congrats, I want to be an engineer too. You want? Great. I was trying to get to your Twitch channel, but it said that it exists. Kanji Games, I think it's a problem with the, I think it's a problem, there is an extra S. Like, make sure that it's Rick Devlogs and not Rick's Devlogs. That's why the you can't get to the Twitch page. That's the problem. So toggle overlay, cool, mouse, but now on mouse, on button pressed, how many lines of codes have you written? I'm not sure. That's a good question. I do not know. But I also need to like remove lines, make it better, like it's, yeah, I mean, there are a lot of lines that are going to be removed at some point. But I really do not know. I don't know how many lines of code I have. But I think the code overall is like not bad. Like it can be better. Switch the about on your channel, it's wrong again. You know, I make so many like very silly mistakes like these. Like for example, someone just told me like, hey, I made this one video the other day, like, which was like how much money my itch.io game made, and there wasn't even the link to the itch.io page. And people were like, can you please like actually put the link to the itch.io page so people can go and check it out? Which is like usually the first link that you would put, since your video is actually about itch.io. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, almost makes you look human. Go figure. Mistakes. Yeah, but then, you know, but then it's very silly mistakes like these. You know, Genji, it's like, these are easy things to fix. It's like not the hard part, you know? Like, editing the video and all of that. Catch you later, mate. Thank you, Vixelar. I don't think I'm gonna stay for that long, since it's already been 3 hours, so. But let's make this, guys, we are like very close. Very, very close to make this work the way I want. This is a big success. This actually is a big success because now I can place this anywhere. This is actually a big success. There is something wrong with the like visibility part, like in the visible, not visible part of it. That's like D1 problem that we've got, but we're getting there. Like in this item interaction UI, on button pressed, item interaction not visible. Oh no, that's not what I want. I don't want item interaction not visible. Oh yeah, actually what item interaction. Yeah, wait a second. Toggle overlay. Wait a second. Check your Patreon, mate. Hey, Sprite Tracks. Oh no, wait. No. Did you? Oh my goodness, everybody. Oh wow. What? No. What is this? What happens? Sprite? What happened here? What am I missing? How much did you pledge? Thank you so much. Thank you so. Is it you or is it someone else? Like, what happening here? Let me check this for 1 second. More controls. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Something just crazy just happened. Like, how did this even? Wait a second. 3 Patreons. Thank you, Gamberino. No way. What? No, I can't. This can't be true. Your Patreon for 4 minutes. Oh, wow. Oh no, it's not me. Your Patreon for 4 minutes. Thank you. Wait, is this some... I think it's some sort of a joke, isn't it? I think it's some sort of a joke, isn't it? No. I just noticed I was shocked. No, I don't think... I think this is just some sort of like an inner joke. Like this guy is going to... Is this for real? Genji, is this like... Have you guys set this up? Or something? Because it says your Patreon for 4 minutes. No, I think he's gonna be Patreon for 4 minutes and then he's going to remove it. That's... because 99 per month, that's too much. But thank you so much for the 4 minutes. 99 euros, pretty nice. Yeah, I think he's going to remove it. But thank you so much. Yeah, I think he's going to remove that. Well, for the 4 minutes, I will have. No, I have no idea what that is. Oh my, no, everybody. I think we'll see. I don't think this is legit. Is this legit? Is Gamberino here with us? What am I missing? You guys are playing with my feelings, are you not? What is that? Hey Joel, hey Joel, what's up? I think someone is playing with my feelings. It looks legit. I don't think so, Eddie. I don't think so. No. Is it? Guys, I don't think it is. I mean, they can cancel it if they want. I think it's not. I think it's a joke. I'm going to contact the person. Okay. You guys. Catch it before it becomes not legit. I can't do that. It's on the 1st of the month. No, I think it said your Patreon for 4 minutes. So I think it's like it's going to last 4 minutes and then he's going to cancel it. Because it doesn't seem like legit. $99, you know? No. There is not such a thing. Like, I told you guys you could change the amount, like, to whatever amount. But that just doesn't, you know, no. I don't know. It doesn't seem legit. You guys. Unless the person is rich. I mean, if I was a millionaire, I would do this, like, to so many creators. I would go to, like, all of my favorite creators, and I'm like, okay, have $100, have $200, have $500, just because you have money, you know? That's I think, like, the only reason why I really want to have, like, if I had $1 million, I would do that. You know, like, you have $1 million, so, like, you don't mind just giving money to people. That's what I would do. So maybe the person is a millionaire, who knows? What was I even doing? Oh my goodness. I was trying to toggle buttons, true and false, and, like, this happened. Today has been a long day. Today is a long day. What am I even doing at this point? Looks legit. My maybe a douche move and remove it. So much for a 2-hour stream. Hey, Sam. You're right. Oh my goodness. I wanted to do 2 hours. No. Oh, look at this. This Gambarino is playing with me. He keeps on editing. He just... What is this even? What is this guy? He's changing the pledge. He's now going from 270. It's decreasing. What is this, everybody? It's someone on stream. I know that it's someone on stream. You guys are playing with my feelings in here. Because the pledge just went down to 76 and 69. It's going down, like, every minute it's going down by 1. What is this even? Why is this person playing with this? It's going to go down. Like, it just went down. I keep on getting, like, notifications from Patreon. It's going down to, like, 75 in here, 76, 69. I'm pretty sure that, like, if I reload it, it will go down to, like, 60. Everybody, what is this? I knew this was not legit. I knew it. Come on. Like, I knew it. Well, I knew this was not going to be legit. Let's see, maybe it's gonna stop at a certain number. Like, it keeps on going down. We will see, like, in 3 minutes if it goes to, like, maybe 20 cents. No, it cannot go lower than $1. Maybe it's gonna go down to $1 and then 0. I'm pretty sure Gambino is in here. This Gambino guy? Gambino? So they scammed you. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. Well, it's not a scam. It's like the guy is just, he can change the amount. 67, that's a lot. No, that's because he's playing with it. He's playing with it. Like, he can change it. Like, it was 99 and then 75 and now it's 69 and it's gonna change. You know? So, but that's what I meant, like, when giving people the freedom. Giving people the freedom to give me, like, whatever amount they want. So, like, we'll see if this Gambino guy actually ends up, like, staying or not. Oh my, let me see. Let's just, on button pressed. It's gonna change so much you will end up giving him money. Exactly, it's gonna go like, okay, now give me money. See, I was not expecting this. Okay, now people are going to play with this. I see this as becoming like a sort of like an inner joke now at this point. Like, I'm going to wake up one morning and I'm gonna see, okay, now you have like $2,000 on your Patreon, and then the second later it's like 20 and then 5,000, and like, I swear. Abdullah is saying, what are your laptop? Okay, I've got an Intel Core i7, NVIDIA G4 GTX. What do you want to know? What do you need to know? Exactly. You shouldn't be able to change it once purchased. Well, there is a good, like the good side of it is that if you want to give more, you can. Like, if you want to change from 1 to 5, you can. If you want to change from 5 to 10, you can. Like, that's the thing. But the minimum is 1. Like, you can't go below 1. That's the thing. Well, everybody. But be able to charge it after every month. Well, you know what? Actually, this guy, you know this guy, he's a lucky guy because I have not changed my settings. I have not changed my settings on Patreon because you can have the settings in such a way that you are charged upfront. If you are charged upfront and you validate a $99 subscription or whatever, it automatically, like, you pay $99. So he would have had to ask for a refund, which, like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna give it, you know, because it's like, dude, you went to my Patreon page and you, like, put 99 on it. So, like, I'm not forcing you to do it. So, like, you do that. Yeah, I mean, if I do that, like, people will not try to do these things because you are charged, like, right when you do it. It's not like on the first of the month, so you can do these things. I've completely lost what I'm doing in here. Do that. Yeah, but I may have to change. I may need to change other things. It's not like because if I enable it, 100 euros is 1,000 euros there. Because the thing is that if I enable it, then I can come back. You shouldn't randomly change it. I can't, that's the thing. I can't randomly change it. I can't randomly change it. Like, if I change it, it's like a one-time thing. That's why I was careful, like, not to do it, because I can't go back, and I'd rather have a, like, 1 month, like the first of the month, get it. I have a GTX i6. I have no idea, man. Like, do you think it's outdated? Because I'm planning to learn Blender and Unity. Seriously, I have no idea. In all honesty, I'm not sure about the specs. You may have to try it out. I don't know exactly what if the specs of your PC are enough or not. Freddy is saying, sorry for misunderstanding, I didn't know zebras. Something is I'm insecure for saying that I'm professional at doing this, because at first I left school to do this. But then sorry for this. In saying that I know something about saying at school, it's weird. I understand totally. Which is why I find it hard to give any sort of monetary value to my content, because, like, I'm not a professional either. Like, you know, I'm not going to, you know, like, I'm not going to say, like, okay, if, for example, on the Patreon page, like, right, I'm not going to set a specific amount, like, because I'm not, like, I'm learning how to do game development, but I'm not a game developer. Like, I'm not a professional game developer, and I'm not a professional pixel artist. There are other professional pixel artists, right? And they deserve, like, you know, they can say, like, okay, I'm going to put this price because I know what I'm doing, but I can't because I, you know, I'm still learning. So that's why I'm, you know, I'm also not doing a lot of tutorials because I'm watching tutorials myself. Like, hey, Manuel, what's up? Emmanuel. First of all, why can I not interact with the button? Like, what is this? Why can I not interact? My phone is dying. Oh my goodness. Let's see, I'm pretty sure that, like, seriously, all that I've done on the game, like, if I had the experience of like a real, like, people who actually make games, like they've made games for years, they could have done this in like months, like 3 months, I think. What I've done in like 9. Because I'm not learned, because they don't, like, they know already like how to do things. They don't need to go through the whole, like, okay, you try and it doesn't work and you need to go and look in the documentation, right? Like, it's a different situation. Okay, in here, what is happening? Okay, button. The button has to appear, so toggle overlay button.visible. Okay. But then toggle overlay, okay, button.visible. Oh, I need to initialize them. Okay, it makes sense. I need to initialize the overlay and the item slots to be not visible, so that on button pressed, it actually, okay, it makes sense. Basically, in here, item interaction dot visible equal false. Okay, it makes sense. I think now it should, because we had like a line missing for this button to work like the way I want it. Okay, now it's working correctly. Like, now it's not showing the thingy, it's not showing it, but I need to go and press on the button, which is what I want. I don't want things to like randomly appear on screen. I actually want you to like interact with the button. Like, if you don't want the thing to appear, like, you just ignore the button, right? You don't want to have all of these like UI stuff just appear all the time. That's not nice. Do you prefer to develop a game in Godot instead of Unity? Hi, Pedro. So I've never used Unity, but I have a very nice time in Godot. It's intuitive, and I don't see a point in like switching to Unity, at least now. Like, I'm very pleased with Godot. It's very responsive. Like, it works very nice for me. It works very well for me. Okay, the button is not on the right layers that I can interact with it. So let me just see. Oh, wait. I have mixed these. That's why it was not working. That was not right. This line has to go up here. I've inverted those 2 lines. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Amazing. Amazing. Look at this, everybody. I'm not sure if you can see. I'm not sure if you can see, but this is actually so nice. Because now look at here. I can go here and I'm like, okay, I can go to the power generator. Cool. I can see that there is a button appearing. I can click on it, and by clicking on it, I can make this UI appear. So I can decide to interact with it, and then I can close it. This is great. This is absolutely what I wanted. It may not seem like a lot, but it is actually a lot, because the way that it's like the way that I put it in the code, I can reuse it like anywhere. Let me give you just an example. Like, let me just give you a random example. Like, some is saying, I think you should add to your description that you haven't used Unity. It will save people's time. I see. I get this question constantly. Like, I get this Godot versus Unity question all the time. It's like the one question. Like, everyone asks me that, which is okay. I understand. Like, people are interested in, like, should they start with Godot? Should they go with Unity? Let's see what happened with the Gambino. Was it Gambino? No, I don't. Wait a second. 2 new Patreons, 3 Patreons. No, wait. Your Patreon for 22 minutes. Hey, iBeams. Wait a second. Is Gamberino for real? Is he for real? I don't get it. Is he for real? I'm feeling bad for saying that he was not for real. I think that he may actually be for real. What did you have to cover? Hey, iBeams, what's up? Maybe he is for real. Like, it's been a while. It's been a minute. It's not going down anymore. And it went up? What's happened? What happened? I'm pretty sure that we were at 69. Like, as a... Everybody, like, please, what is happening with this? I see 69 per month. Okay, I see 2 new Patreons, but I don't see him. Is this legit? Oh my goodness. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think just people are playing with my feelings. That's what's happening here. Yeah, that's what's happening. Hello everyone, what happened? Hey Seal Plays, what's up? What happened is I'm not even sure. Rick's having a heart attack, like an attack for a donation. Well, the thing is that I don't know, like I had set my mind on like, okay, this is actually not legit because it went 99 and then it started going down and now it has stopped. So, you know, like, okay, no, I need to make sure that okay, something that I need to add. Something that I need to add in here. When you actually open... Okay, let's do this. I need to make sure that the items... So where is the... Okay, let me go in the inventory. What is the picked items layer? What is the layer here? 60, okay. What do you guys think? Because I don't want to say bad things about the guy and then he's legit. Like, he's legit like a rich person who just wants to like offer that amount. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to like, maybe I've just like joked around him and maybe he's legit like pledging that amount. Oh my goodness. This is stressful. This is stressful. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay, so we're almost there. Almost there, everybody. Almost there. Let me have a look at the layer of the inventory. The inventory... Bum ba bum 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 ba 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 bum 60. Okay, 60. So in here we need to make sure that we are all like on the same layers. Otherwise, if we're not on the same layers, it's not gonna work as we want. Wait a second. Oh wait, it's editing. It's editing again. Like, this is just, I can't. Basically, it started. Can you see it? I'm going to show it. Can you see it? Can you guys see it? Can you guys even see this? Like, can you see it? Let me show it. Like, if you guys can see it, can you see it? Like, it went like 74, 73, 72, $71, 71 euros, and then 77, and then 75, and it's like playing with that, and not even joking. Like it's like, can you see all of the notifications live? What is this even? Like, people playing with feelings. I see. I tell you that. Like, let's try to focus on this because we're getting close. I see we're pieing again. Yes, we're pieing. So the peaked item layers. Let's make sure that, because as you can see in here, the one problem that we have is that I think I put this on a, well, it's on a canvas layer. Let me just have a look at the Z layer of this base thing. Like if I go on the computer in here, which is actually here, computer station, what is the Z index of it? 0. We've got a canvas layer, which I put to 10. But what if because if I put this to 0, like if I put this to 0, I can't interact with it anymore. Bum, 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 ba-da-bum, bum, bum, bum. Okay, I actually can. So no. But I can't interact with this one. So like what? Why? I can't interact with it. So what's happening here? Oh no! I closed the. I'm sorry. I closed the chat. I did not want to close the chat. I did not want to close the chat. Oh, I lost all the messages. No, that's not what I wanted. Test. Are you making crafting in Quantum Ruins? There is already crafting in Quantum Ruins. There is. It's not ideal. It's not optimal, but it's here. I do. Crafting is a thing, actually. Crafting is a thing in Quantum Ruins. Wait 1 second. 1 second. Let's just finish this. The only problem that we have is that, like, okay, I get here. Are those item boxes permanent? What do you mean? I mean, you can't move them? Hey, Hazard Gummy, what's up? Okay, there is one problem with this, because there is a problem with we initially, I mean, we can move them. What do you mean? You move these? These chests are static. Yeah, things are static in here, yeah. Hey, Hazard Gummy, what's up? The one thing that we need to do is that, like, here, if Irofis, what's up? The problem is that, like, I need to just reinitialize it so that, like, once you exit it, you retoggle it to invisible. Like, that is just one extra line, but we need to add it, otherwise it's gonna look weird. So let me just add that. If I go on the item interactions, no, if I go in here, in my computer station, I need to on body accident. Or a matter baby? What? What is a matter baby? Because like in Minecraft you can put your boxes wherever you want. Oh, I see. Minecraft. I really need to play Minecraft, right? I really do. Because apparently I don't get, yeah, I need to play Minecraft. I need it. I think we got to a point where, like, if I don't play Minecraft, I won't be able to understand what's happening. No, I can't place them wherever I want. I cannot. So, nothing much. What about you? basically, okay, it's not in here, it's in the button. Okay, it's in the other one, it's in the button. So basically when you do the button in here, on button pressed, you need to, okay, and you also need to toggle overlay, basically. You need to do toggle overlay. Toggle overlay, and we need to like on button pressed. Yeah. Opposite of this. This should work. Oh, I completely did not get the joke, like at all. Let me see, now it should work correctly. Like if I go here, I play test. Oh no, wait. It's actually, I made a problem, it's a problem here. Yeah. That is exactly, rip that one. Yeah, I did not get it. I seriously did not get it. Test. If I go on test and I leave and I go back, it's not working entirely how I want it to. It was actually better before. Like this line is not exactly, in terms of logic, that's not what we want. Basically, I want to just to change. No. I'll have to think a little bit about this. It's not that big of a deal, but it's okay. Like it's all right. Let me just see something in the crafting station. I'm going to go, by the way, I'm starting to feel hungry and I need to eat, and I also need to edit the video. Oh my God, I need to really edit the video. I really need to do some editing. Bum, 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 bum. But I'm getting so close to this. Do you know how good is Godot's 3D? No, not really, Freddy. I don't really know Godot's 3D. I don't. So, yeah. Everybody, I think that overall, very proud of this stream. Like, it may seem like we didn't get a lot of progress, but we did. Because this system now is going to be so helpful. Because I just need to, like, I can take this item interaction UI and I can put it anywhere and it's gonna work. Like it's you know what I'm saying? Like it's very nice. A teacher asked her class, can you make a sentence using contagious? So one boy goes, my brother has COVID and my mom said that's contagious. Then another kid responds, my mom won't let my dad because it takes the contagious. Let my dad cut the grass. What? What's happening? I am confused. I am confused. Oh, by the way, I think I did show you, right? Did I not show you? I did. Takes the contagious. Oh, my mom won't let my dad because he takes the contagious. What? I'm not getting... My English is like, it just broke. I can't... What am I missing? Let's go to sleep. Look at here. Even Okoro gets to go inside his capsule and like chill in here for a minute. Look at that. Hey, Master Connie, what's up? So, everybody, we almost got it. Like, we really, like, we're very close. But this is basically done. Like, in here, now, like, I have what I want. So, like, this test thing with an UI which appears for both, for the power generators, and a code that I can reuse in other part of the game. This is exactly what I want. And if I go too far, yeah. So I'm going to end it here. It's been already 3 hours and a half, I think. Yeah. Oh, I see. I mean, the task button, what is it? Oh, yeah, a task button. Okay, basically what happens is that, okay, you are in the game, like, chilling. Right? And basically, the task button, what it does is that, okay, it tells you that there is an object that you can interact with. So you get closer to something that you can interact with, and this interact or something button is going to appear in here. So all of the objects that you can interact with, because basically what the idea is that, okay, you go and test, okay, you you open this, and then you can open your inventory, and in your inventory what you can do is that you can take the items and you can put them in here. Know what I'm saying? Like, imagine you go in here, the power generator needs to be fixed, right? Fixed. This UI appears, you can open your inventory, you can take your item, and you can put it in here. It's almost fully working. Almost. Which platforms do you plan on launching this besides Steam? I'm not even sure if I'm launching it on Steam. It's funny. It's funny how Steam is like given. Itch.io. Yes, I think itch.io and itch.io mostly. I think itch.io mostly, and maybe Steam, depending on how things go, I guess. Look at the minimap though. The minimap is like the nicest thing. The minimap is like the best thing I've made in the whole game, let me tell you. Is the map big? The map is very big. This is like a fifth of the whole mountain part. I showed already, I think. I think I showed already, but like the map is pretty big. You go here and then you can move, and you can go here. It looks like a pumpkin face in the bottom of the map. It does. Wait, let me go back. You mean back in the waterfall area? Let me go back to the waterfall area. Here. It does look like a pumpkin. You're right. Never realized it. It does look like a pumpkin. But imagine, like, in August, everybody, I'm going to release this whole mountain part. So I need to have, like, in August, this whole mountain area, like, you will be able to like play around with it. Like, even maybe even if there won't be like that much to do, like maybe there will be collectibles and like that's it, I think. But you will be able to like just play around with the map and like explore it. Anyway, everybody, I'm gonna go, everybody, because I'm starving. I'm literally starving, and it's 8:30. So thank you so much for everybody who watched the stream. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed. Pretty happy. It's almost working correctly. So very nice. I think the parallax background is too much. You should lower the opacity or make it more flat. Thank you, Ibits. All the graphics are not final. Like, none of them is. Like even Okoro Sprite is not nothing is final in terms of the graphics. So don't you worry about the graphics too much. It will look better at some point. Bye all, bye some. Thank you, bye everybody. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for being here. Can I